25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RING for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Use promo code RING.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the Ingalls studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog eat! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God, the Jets killed him.
Welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. The Sportsocracy heard everywhere you go around the world on the iHeart Radio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat. Today's not a special day. It's just Wednesday. It's like
I can't yell anything
Wednesdays.
Today. So I just look at the camera and go, what'd it do, baby boo? Let's go.
Yeah.
I do have a question, though.
What?
And this is what I'm really burning on today. It's pressing against my brain. When the hell did we start naming winter storms?
Oh, we've been doing that
Winter
for a couple
Storm
of years now.
Fern. If you're going to name it after a bush, Barbara was more acceptable than Fern. That is a stupid name.
You better watch out for Winter Storm Jenna, though. That one.
Oh, I dated two. I dated two Jennas. Let me tell you how that's going to go. It'll be real fun for about 3 days, and then it's going to steal your will to live for about a year.
Nice.
There's not a name in the English language.
We've been naming winter storms for a few years now.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Well,
we should stop doing it. It's stupid that we do it with hurricanes. It's stupid that we do it with winter storms.
Look, for, somebody in some back office at the National Oceanic Administration or whatever the hell it's called, they started this. Yeah, right. They were trying to. Not maybe, you don't know.
Here's the thing: if you're gonna name a storm, at least name it after what it's gonna do. So Megan and I are flying to Dallas in the morning.
Okay.
Oh well, it's early afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
So if based off what I've seen, then this storm should be called Winter Storm Frozen Sheep Excrement. Because that's what it's going to be.
But I mean, it would. But you have to have different names for all the storms.
Slicker than owl excrement. I believe that is the.
But you can only have so many excrement storms, and then it just gets repetitive, and then we just call it.
I still maintain that's better than Tropical Storm Fern.
Storm Raccoon X.
Tropical Storm Winter Storm Cocaine Bear. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good one.
I like that. Tropical storm, or not tropical. Now you got me doing it. Winter storm Fern is coming through. It's going to dump ice down in Texas.
Yeah, it's gonna nominally suck for y'all. It is going to be terrible for us.
3 feet of snow in West Virginia.
And
could be some significant snow here, or it could just be slushy
3
crap.
inches. I won't be here. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, this will be like most tender dates.
Which is?
You know what I'm getting ready to say. It's the same length of measurement that I just said a second ago. You figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to push that boundary, but those of you that know what I just said, you know what I just said.
Stephen Tao is up in Baltimore, and he says 30 inches is what's in the forecast for them.
You're just saying stuff.
He's just showing off at this point.
I'm talking about your meteorologist is like, oh, it's going to snow. How much is it going to snow? 17 inches.
It's going to be a hell of a winter storm.
There are only 3 degrees of snow. There's an inch, there's 4 inches, and then there's too damn much.
Generations.
That's it.
Generations up in Indianapolis, they're expecting 2 feet up there, so 24 inches. For those of you who can't do that math, there could be a foot here. There could be 3 inches. We don't know. It all depends on how far north the track of the storm goes.
Patrick Holt says it's going to be a terrible ice storm in central North Carolina. Lots of power outages. Hope you all fed your Tauntauns.
Mm-hmm.
I even understand that one, and I've never seen any of those movies.
It's classic. That's a classic
It's
meme.
so you can sleep in it because they just loop, and then he slipped in there.
Central North Carolina will shut down.
I'm still stuck on the name of the storm. We should have named this Winter Storm Abella Danger. That's what this should have been called. And if you think real hard, you can figure out where I was headed with that.
They could.
Let's talk about football.
I mean, should we? Is
100%.
there football to talk about?
I got out all of the non-football jokes that I could have just said. So here we go. There it is. Gary Birch got it right. Boom.
Yep.
That's why you name it that. It's going to be all over your feed. And
Easy.
Yep.
Easy.
News feed talking about social media, you degenerate.
Oh, I thought you said feet.
No.
What are you doing over there, Rex?
No, we don't
Ryan?
talk
Jeez.
about that. Those people are weird.
That's we have another coach hiring in the NFL. The Los Angeles Chargers didn't have this one.
I have to tell this just because it's too funny
ahead.
for me not to.
Go ahead.
James Ferraric just texted me and said, your 30-17 inches just made me spit out 30-17 ounces of protein shake all over my truck.
The Los Angeles
now
Chargers.
I have that vision in my head. I said it, and he just goes, ablution! look like Street Fighter.
What's with you in ablutions today?
I'm in a mood, okay?
He's abluting all over the place.
Well, look, I spent 17 hours trying to figure out what documentation I needed to go to the airport, and they went, just the same one.
Yeah.
But I thought you changed all this. They think we did.
We don't care.
Are you kidding me? They pay me $16 an hour. I'm going to pat you down and make sure you don't have a WMD, and then away you go. So now I've worried about this for 4 days for nothing.
Nothing.
I could have been worrying about and now I can't stop doing it. I could have been worrying about Winter Storm Abella Danger that is going to completely destroy our trip to Dallas.
Let's hope it doesn't, but it could. Probably will. Sorry about your luck.
That's kids, had you wife.
Right.
The Los Angeles Chargers did a thing.
They did. Mike McDaniel is now the offensive coordinator of the Chargers.
As long as he doesn't have a change of heart. If you clicked on the story, there was a line in there that said, as long as he doesn't have a change of heart, the draw of California and Justin Herbert was just too much for him. Unless he gets out there and goes, I don't know, I like this. I want this to happen because it's not been confirmed yet.
Why would he not, though? What about this job would make him flip?
I do think it's funny that I know for a fact he was offered the Cleveland Browns job and went the head coach job. And
he withdrew.
Pass.
I'm out. No, thank you.
I would rather be an OC with Jim Harbaugh. You talk about a reality show. You give me Mike McDaniel and Jim Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Like Jim,
the odd couple.
Jim takes Mike to shop for khakis. Mike's over there in the Capri section with a little powdered donut dust on his nose. Like that is cinema at its finest.
If anything, Jim is going to teach him how long those pants need to be. Listen here, little boy.
Listen, little boy. Grown men don't wear capri pants.
You see, the pant comes all the way down to the ankle.
No man should have exposed ankle. Do you understand me?
Now, maybe when we go to Greece for a game, then you can wear your pants like that.
You take your shants and you put them in the drawer.
Your shants.
Your short pants go in a drawer, and I don't want to see them here ever again.
So, look, they've got things that they can learn from each other. I mean, that is an odd couple. I got really excited about the process of the hiring of Mike McDaniel because there were so many different ways this could have gone, right? We already said that he turned down the Cleveland job, just withdrew, just went,
Nope.
I'm out.
Don't want to.
Can't.
Can't, hurts. You want me to come in here and fix an offense that's led by Shedeur Sanders? I'm good. Everybody already thinks I'm a drug addict because I kind of look like a mob don from South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to send me to Cleveland, and I have to make Shedeur Sanders run my offense. I've already seen what happens with my offense when I have a quarterback that's not smart enough to play quarterback.
For days, everybody close to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization was, convinced that they were going to get him in the building and not let him go. And that, obviously, for me, would have been very interesting. But I got really excited about the possibility of Mike McDaniel and Nick Sirianni coaching together in Philadelphia. Because they were the other team that was hot on his trails for the OC job. And my friends, you talk about, that could have been a Dumb and Dumber episode.
Oh, that would have been phenomenal. That would have been like, and I'm not going to tell you the people that this was said about, but at one point in my life, I was at an NFL training camp talking with two former NFL players, and they were talking about two people in the league. And they said, the only thing I can imagine is when they meet each other, go, oh, you suck? I suck too. In the break, I'll tell Tank who that is, and he'll laugh just as hard as he just did, only probably harder.
That would have been very fun for me to see. But Mike McDaniel goes out to L.A. to coach Justin Herbert and offense.
To me, this was as simple as Mike McDaniel looked around and went, okay, so let's boil this down. I can have Shedeur Sanders, Jalen Hurts, or Justin Herbert. That is not the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my life.
Mm-hmm.
How much better do you think this makes the Chargers? I don't know that we're going to agree on this.
I mean, I will say it makes them a little better. Maybe their offense becomes a little bit more dynamic, stretching down the field a little bit more.
Who's this the worst for? There's a name in my head.
Who's it worst for? I don't know.
Marion Hampton.
But why?
You ever seen Mike McDaniel make it work with a running back that wasn't just blazing fast? How many running backs have you? Because he's had two that have ever really succeeded with him.
But how?
There's Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane. There's two of the three fastest running backs in the NFL.
Sure. But how much less of an impact would a Marion Hampton have in his scheme because of that?
I'm afraid that you're going to see another running back added to this mix. And there are a couple in this draft that make a lot of sense.
What about Kamani?
I hate this running back class.
What about Kamani?
He's not a bad option.
Because he's speedy.
Yeah, he's quick. I've seen this offense in the past, and I've never seen a running back like Marion Hampton really thrive in it.
Mm-hmm.
I do look up and down this class going, which one is the LMNO Nick Singleton? Because that's the one that's really fast to the outside, and I could easily see him being paired with Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll take him as high as they would have to because there's a lot of capital involved in a running back. It could be Jamari Taylor. There are a handful of guys in later rounds that are really fast. But, I mean, I do think it's good for Justin Herbert. You go from Greg Roman to Mike McDaniel. Yes, please. I will tell you a strange stat about Mike McDaniel that I didn't know until this morning.
What is that?
He's been a head coach or an OC 5 years in the league.
Okay.
How many times has he finished in the top 11 of passing yards?
Twice.
It's exactly twice. They were first and fourth his first 2 years in Miami. Do you know where they've been the last 2 years?
22.
15 and 25. My fear with McDaniel, and this is the thing that I thought when I saw this come down last night, I'm afraid the NFL's figured him out. Because we've done this. And this is kind of hard to explain. Mike McDaniel's offense is not apples to apples with Kyle Shanahan's. He worked with him for a lot of years. I think it started that way. And then McDaniel's kind of elaborated on it. And now it's not complex per se, but there are a lot of deep down the field shots. I don't know that works in L.A. It didn't work towards the end in Miami, and you had Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. You don't have anybody like that.
Yeah, but you also have Tua. And
For
Tua
sure.
limits a lot of what you can do.
Did you ever watch Miami and go, hey, look, Jalen Waddle's wide open? Or did you do what I did very often and go, why do you keep running him into easy coverage? I thought that
happened
a lot.
quite a bit. Yeah.
It almost felt like he was a decoy at times of just, I'm trying to pull a safety away, but then he didn't do anything with it. And Tua would stare him down. He's never open. You don't really have burners like that in L.A. I am curious how much latitude he's going to have and if it's going to look like it did in Miami. Because if it does, I'm kind of Seacrest out on this. Now, if he can get back to the way it started, this could be fun. I don't think it makes him a Super Bowl contender. I think he was a good, not great hire. People kind of get lost on, well, he was a head coach. He's got to be a great coach in this league. Doesn't mean he's going to be. Mike McDaniel has been a coordinator for a year. Then he got his own team, and they got worse every single year. I mean, that's not an opinion. It's a fact. Offensively, that team regressed every single year he was there. You can blame that on Tua. And I fully understand why you would. I think a lot of it's on Tua. But I think he's got to take some of that gravy's got to spill on his taters too.
I mean, I would agree, but the fact that, I don't know. I mean, the fact that he could still score points, right? Because they were scoring points the last few weeks of the season. They went on that, what was it, a four-game winning streak or something, scoring like 30 points a game. Like it got half competent. And even though it wasn't your quarterback throwing for 450 yards, your running game was still work. I mean, there were positive things to look forward to go, if I upgraded at all of those positions, right? You take the roster that he finished out this past year with and compare it to what he's going to have next year with a healthy Justin Herbert, Ladd McConkey, and two good running backs in Kamani Vidal and Omarion Hampton. You got to go find another receiver to put out there with Quentin Johnston. I mean, I would not imagine that we're too much further down the road here with Keenan Allen. I mean, he's a fine piece to keep around if he wants to stick around, but I'm not relying on him to be my two much longer. So, I mean, you get another piece for him with Justin Herbert. To me, he could probably do some special things with that with the Los Angeles Chargers. And you know, I felt like this was a team that if they were healthy, they probably could have had a shot at making a deep run. Why wouldn't I think that this was going to work again? And it's a perfect scenario for Mike McDaniel. He gets all the tools to work with here, and if they are good and they do make a deep run next year, I'm right back in the head coaching spot next year.
And he could be. I'm not as confident that's going to happen as everybody else is. We have our first super chat of the day.
Okay. Nope. It's not working.
One job.
Nope. One job. Not working. Go ahead. Read it.
We have no button, apparently.
We have no button.
It's from Dana that said, just be competent. #GoCards. What can you tell me about Anthony Campanelli that I can't get from a read on his background? So I don't know a ton about him. Here's what I will tell you about Campanelli. And this is just what I noticed in watching him in Jacksonville. One of the things that I hate most about coaches is that they're very ingrained in their system, what they do, what got them here. I don't think he is that way, because I watched his system really evolve over the weeks in Jacksonville to the point that defense got really good towards the end. I don't know that he's going to be the next coach of the Cardinals. He's gotten some love in this. There's been both the coordinators in Jacksonville. I grant it starts with you, and I can't remember exactly what it is. In my head, I have Idzik, and now that I've thought about John Idzik, I can't think about anything else. I think it's Udzik. Is
maybe
Grant Udzik.
Sure.
Those two have been really hot in this cycle, and the thing that has caught me, they weren't. It got hotter the more people talk to them. That's usually a really good sign that they are super bright and they are really good in the room. Mm-hmm. If I'm Arizona, that's probably where I'm going. I would rather do that than Robert Saleh or one of these retreads. I want to catch a guy young and hope I nail it, like you thought you did with Jonathan Gannon for a year. I'm not a huge fan of retread coaches.
Yeah.
Now, Robert Saleh, I felt a little different about in Tennessee because I think Saleh's a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
I just think sometimes we go back to the well of what we know instead of trying to find the next actually great coach. I think Campanelli could be a great coach. Grant from Jacksonville, I think he could be a great coach. I've heard unbelievably good things about him.
Mm-hmm.
Campanelli, I've heard less. And you can take that one of two ways. Maybe you're not the greatest shameless self-promoter, or maybe people are trying to figure you out because he has a really weird history. Like he was a high school coordinator 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Then he winds up as a defensive assistant at Rutgers, and it seems like he changes jobs every year, but he keeps getting hired by smart guys.
Well, I mean, he's from New Jersey, went to Rutgers. He started his coaching career at a high school in New Jersey, and then jumped to Don Bosco, which is one of the biggest programs in the country. Then he gets the college job at Rutgers, and then he climbs the ladder at Rutgers and goes to Boston College, and then he becomes the co-defensive coordinator at Boston College and then goes to Michigan. It's like from there he goes to the NFL to the Miami Dolphins, and the Packers want him. And so the fact that he's getting jobs like this and pretty much moving up every step of the way tells me that he's got to be respected in circles.
There's another layer to this. Look how many times he's survived coaching changes. If you ever want a really good impression of who a guy is and how malleable he is, watch how many times he survives a coaching change. Because Campanelli was hired by Brian Flores, and then he stuck around through McDaniel for 2 years. Then he goes to Green Bay, and then he gets the coordinator job in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
That's his.
Thanks, Jeff Hafley.
His past looks a lot like Liam Cohen, where you just go, this can't possibly work. Oh, but it did. And it worked really, really, really well. Yep. He also has a bit of an offensive background, and I love guys like that. It's not deep. I think he was a wide receivers coach at maybe Boston College or Rutgers, one of those.
He was a tight ends coach. Yep, wide receivers coach at Rutgers.
I like a guy that has an element of knowledge. I hate that I can't give Dana a better answer there because I don't know a ton about this guy. Just reading tea leaves and looking at who's interviewing him and things like that I like where he's at.
Mm-hmm. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We'll be right back.
All across the Tar Heel state.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, Cannon in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow, 3, nothing but net from the rookie. Out to Trimble. He'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the 6-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Alt 2K. A commercial-free look back to alternative from the 2000s. It just takes some time, little girl in the middle of the ride. With Foo Fighters, Weezer, Linkin Park, Green Day, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Alt 2K, and listen now.
iHeartRadio. This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this. your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
The Sportsocracy.
These guys are a f***ing disgrace.
We're back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Welcome back into a Woo-Woo Wednesday.
Woo-Woo Wednesday!
Just ahead of the Wooski weather weekend. Tropical Storm Fern, or Winter Storm. Damn you for calling it a tropical storm, and now I can't stop.
You said it first. You got me.
Did not. You did. Winter Storm Fern coming into the mountains of western North Carolina and, well, everywhere across the mid-Atlantic, all the way down to Texas where Jeremy's going. And take a look.
We're already prepared to just. We found a house with a grill. We're going to make some food, probably that can be made on a grill. And
that'd be nice.
We're going to wait out a storm, and it's not going to be a hoot. Not looking forward to it. Not even a little bit.
Let's see here. We've got a lot going on. We got super chats that we
do,
need to get to.
And it's a good one because it's going to set Jeremy on a good old-fashioned tirade. It's from Matthew Hoffman. Said Baker, talking excrement. Josh Allen needs surgery. The Bills owner blames coaches for Coleman being a bust. Coaching hires on the move. Football. Cheers. I'm going to work backwards here. Coaching hires, we're going to talk a lot about that in this hour. What's happening in Buffalo is I don't know that I've ever seen something like this where it's been so well known how badly this happened in the room for Sean McDermott to get fired.
Okay.
Have you heard this story?
No.
So basically, and I've heard this from several people, that Sean McDermott had a meeting with Brandon Beane and the Pagulas. He said something to the fact that the roster had deficiencies.
Mm-hmm.
He's not wrong.
No.
Your wide receiver corps sucks. You've never really been great at drafting corners.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the quote. I'm told that during the meeting held 5 weeks ago between McDermott, Beane, and Pagula, McDermott pointed out that the roster lacked to win a Super Bowl. I don't know the specifics of what McDermott mentioned. I'm going to go out on a limb and say wide receiver and cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm told neither Beane nor Pagula was pleased with McDermott's assessment. You can be pleased or unpleased all you want. he wasn't wrong. I get why you fired him. I don't have a problem that you fired him. What I do have a problem with is loose lips sink ships. We should know about this.
What's the tone? What's the tone of what he said, though? Because I think that would matter as well. Did he sit there and do the Todd Bowles thing and go, well, none of this is my fault? You guys couldn't give me a roster that could win anything. If that was the attitude, then sure, I could see why the ownership would be a little miffed at that. Just pointing it out. Because if a coach sits across from me and goes, this ain't my fault, I did all I could do, then that's all we need to talk about. You win a Super Bowl or you're fired. Because if there's nothing more you can do, then why are you here?
No doubt. I do think it's funny that he said, I have no interest in the Cardinals or the Raiders. I don't know that they had any interest in you, but thanks for getting out of that.
I mean, they probably should.
I've always been of the belief Sean McDermott's not a great head coach. I'm not sure Sean McDermott's a good head coach.
No,
I think he had a good quarterback fall in his lap.
Sure.
And you were already sitting on second base, so you really didn't have to do much there, Opie. All you got to do is make sure Aunt B and Paul don't catch you going down by the creek.
He was a good defensive coordinator who found
was he a
good offensive coordinator.
It's funny you say that because I never thought he was a good defensive coordinator either.
Well,
I thought he had one good year.
I was going to say he had the fifth ranked defense in the NFL in 2015 or something, and they all went, he's a boy genius. Let's hire him. And so the Buffalo Bills scooped him and Brandon Beane up from the Carolina Panthers after they went to a Super Bowl. Still went with it after they, got killed in the Super Bowl by a good team. I mean, we do overlook that.
Yeah, I mean, he was a middling defensive coordinator, middle of the pack in yards, points, practically everything. Minus those 2 years in Carolina. There was one 2012 and 2015, I think were the two.
I think so.
Then he had some good defenses in Buffalo. Oddly enough, Leslie Frazier was tied to all of them. And then they regressed. And the more involvement he had, the worse it got. That doesn't strike me as a great coach.
No.
Now, those are the simple Buffalo things. Mr. Hoffman said something else. And I believe I'm going to use that as my just a bit outside story.
Okay.
We have to take a commercial break and make sure that everyone gets what they pay for to make sure that we stay on the air. And then Jeremy's going to do his best to not say wordy dirties on the radio because there's somebody I hate with the fire of 1,000 suns, and he said some stupid excrement yesterday.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. Stay tuned.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Confidence is increasing that we could see a potentially major winter storm for the upcoming weekend with significant impacts from snow and ice possible. Sunshine force here this afternoon, milder around 50. Partly to mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain overnight tonight, low to mid-30s. Mix of clouds and sunshine for tomorrow. Highs up around or just over 50. Cloudy with a chance of rain on Friday. Colder. High temperatures mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Capital One.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X Business Card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X Business Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Italian subs for your finance team at Chicago. Easy Cater. Burritos for your call center crew in Plano. Easy Cater. Bagels for your sales reps meeting clients in Charlotte. Easy Cater. Hot chicken sandwiches for your third shift warehouse workers in Memphis. Easy Cater. Your teams may be spread out across the country, but you've got one platform to feed them all, whenever and wherever they work, with food they love from favorite restaurants. Easy Cater. Food for the workplace, all in one place. Order now at easycater.com.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets. Just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
Clarissa sells WNC as the number one team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
Every weekday, this is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness! Oh, nice! I can't believe it!
Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/CO jobs.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
We're back in the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville. 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. If you want more of a, to immerse yourself more in the political/news sphere, obviously you can check me out on the weekday mornings on First News on 570.
You can find me on the radio first thing in the morning while Jeremy's still passed out of sleep.
That's right. On First News on 570. WWNC. You can hear it everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Maybe a lot more discussion on the old WWNC box about one Michelle Tafoya. News coming out that Michelle Tafoya is going to be running for U.S. Senate. She lives up in Minnesota. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know, there's a whole bunch of weird stuff going on.
They're doing a lot of stuff up there.
With the Minnesota.
Some people are not doing anything and still getting paid for it. So I pay attention. I learned the book.
There's federal indictments and grand juries going on and Somali daycare scandals and all kinds of things going on. Wild things. ICE investigations and protests and everything's just breaking off in Minnesota. And so
you should trust Tijuana tap water more than you trust any politician who has parentheses letter Minnesota. I don't care which party it is. If it's a Minnesota politician, you should trust them very little.
I mean, it's primarily the D part of it because they're in charge of everything, and and so that's why Michelle Tafoya is like, hey, I'm a Republican, and I'll do stuff. Got name recognition.
I love Michelle Tafoya. I have a little story about her. We almost had her on the show multiple times.
Nice.
I've talked to her no less than half a dozen times.
Nice.
She is one of the smartest, just general knowledge people I think I've ever spoken to.
Sunday Night Football reporter left the sidelines and started doing her own podcast show and stuff, does a lot of conservative talk issues and things like that. To me, the best part about it was the memo that she sent out to interested parties, Minnesota Senate race. January 21st, 2026. Overview. We go live to Minnesota, where four-time Emmy Award-winning sportscaster Michelle Tafoya has stepped off the Sunday Night Football sideline and into the race. Anybody who writes their memo to the political party as a breaking news story, you got my vote. Good job. Way to go. Bravo to Michelle Tafoya. And we'll see. We'll see how that goes for her. But, so former Sunday Night Football sideline reporter. We could possibly be chalking that one up as another person with sports ties into the political world. I mean, it'll never be as good as Jesse Ventura, but
I can hold my water, or I can hold my breath underwater for 11 minutes. I'm down in the Baja now.
If anybody's going to change the great state of Minnesota, it'll be Jesse the Body Ventura.
Jesse the Body Ventura. I was a Navy SEAL. I talk like I have a pair of dentures. It was for somebody that had a smaller mouth than me.
Listen, Tony Schiavone.
Oh, that's one of the underrated tank impressions that I love a lot.
The Jesse Ventura.
So does that mean it's my turn?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay, I want to start with the headline here. Your quarterback is unequivocally the dumbest individual in all of sports. I don't think, and I've thought this for a long time, I don't think Baker Mayfield has one working brain cell in his entire head.
Okay.
How does anybody not have the self-awareness to, I don't know, how do I put this delicately, shut the hell up? So Kevin Stefanski gets the Atlanta Falcons job.
Yes.
Kevin Stefanski was the head coach of the Cleveland Browns when Baker Mayfield was, we'll say, discarded.
Mm-hmm.
So he turns to the Twitter box, and I think this came from a Atlanta Journal-Constitution article that labeled the dumpster fire at quarterback that Stefanski had during his time with the Browns. And, well, apparently that just riled up old Baker. And he went to the Twitter sphere, and he said, and I quote, "Failed is quite the reach, pal." I'm going to stop you right there. No, the hell it's not. Because you were an unmitigated failure. I actually once said you might be the biggest bust in NFL history because you had Sam Darnold go behind you. You had Lamar Jackson go in that draft and Josh Allen, and they took you ahead of all three of them. And I don't care who your team is. If you think he's better than any of those three, we don't have anything else to talk about because your opinion doesn't matter. Continuing on. He goes on to say, "Still waiting on a text call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach." Do you understand how unbelievably stupid what he just did is? Baker, buddy, let me explain how this league works to you. You were an unmitigated disaster in Cleveland. I have laughed at every person that ever said, "I bet the Browns really miss Baker Mayfield now." No, the hell they don't. And if you don't believe me, ask them. They'll tell you quick. You know why? Because Baker Mayfield is that 5'5" kid, the little itty-bitty kid that the teachers protect. So you can't just whip his ass on the playground, which is what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So he just runs his mouth over and over and over again, and he never just shuts up. He gets in the face of edge rushers that he knows definitively can't do anything, and then he hides behind offensive linemen. Because at the end of the day, you are a petty little weasel. You have alienated yourself from everybody you have ever worked with except Tampa Bay, who was so desperate for a quarterback that they've put up with your excrement. I hate to tell you this, Bake, but you've been in the league. What is this, your 8th year? So Baker Mayfield's been in the league 8 years. Let's look at that, shall we? Rookie year was meh. Oh, you had 27 touchdowns. Yeah, you had 14 interceptions, too. Second year, 22 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. Year 3, hey, your best as a pro. 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Then you immediately regressed to 17 and 13 the next year. You've had double-digit interceptions in all but 2 seasons you've been in this league, and one of them was because you got benched twice in the same year by 2 different teams. I do not know where this self-entitlement of him comes from. I cannot figure it out. I hate Baker Mayfield with the fire of 1,000 suns because you are that little twerp that I wasn't allowed to just beat the bejesus out of, and they let you yip in spite of the fact you have no reason to be talking. If you comp his career, and I did not look at this before I started this rant. I'm just really curious who the names are that he gets compared to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pro Football Reference, you smoke recreational crimes. So I'm going to cherry pick out the bad ones here because some of these are insanely stupid. His career is comped to Michael Vick, Brian Sipe, Ken O'Brien, Aaron Brooks, and Tony Romo. And you talk like you're John Elway. I hate to tell you this. You're not.
But even if he's Michael Vick.
You are the world's most annoying. I don't know how to say that word on the radio. I'll just give you a hint. It rhymes with duck, and it doesn't start with an F. That's what you are. And it drives me crazy that nobody has ever looked at you and grabbed you by your stupid, bowed-out ears like the little Mad TV-looking kid you are and gone, will you please stop talking?
But even if he's Michael Vick or Tony Romo or in the ballpark of either of those guys, I mean, that's not a complete failure. I completely understand why he said what he said.
Why? You were a disaster of a number one pick, and you're blaming Kevin Stefanski, who, oh, by the way, he didn't cut you. Stupid. Actually, they traded you for a fifth-round pick.
Yes,
he didn't trade you. Andrew Berry did.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Kevin Stefanski had real fun things to say about you? Do you think you're a fun guy to coach? Do you think you're a fun guy to have at parties? Because I got news for you. You're not. You're not.
Mm-hmm.
I know enough people in this league that have interacted with him. I have never heard a positive word about him.
Mm-hmm.
Not one. He is a pain to deal with. He has an attitude that is super excised of what he actually is. And people love him, and I just don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand why you like him. I don't understand how he doesn't drive you absolutely crazy. He is a chihuahua. Just a little barking, yippy dog.
Bad. That's not a bad comparison.
I cannot stand him. And I get it. Doing what we do, you're supposed to be impartial. I can't help it with this one.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot help it. I've had direct interactions with him. He was not fun to deal with. I see what he does in the media. I see what he does on the field. And every single week I just go, I hope one day that helmet comes off and you've run that mouth one too many times and Graham Barton's too far over there and
Vita.
Vita's not on the field because he's a defensive player.
Or Tristan.
Tristan
That's
Wirfs.
what
That's what I was trying to think
Tristan
of.
Tristan was the one. You've been ticked off ever since he got into Quinion Mitchell's face in the Eagles game.
Because Quinion Mitchell would kill you.
Oh,
he would beat you like a sled dog.
100%.
But you know that you're a quarterback and you're so protected.
Absolutely.
And so he is literally the living embodiment of everything I hate about how we protect quarterbacks. I hate it. I can't stand it.
Well, I mean,
and
you're
I swear to
protect your
God, if
guy.
I was in the league office, I would pull Roger Goodell aside one day and go, look, Roger, buddy, I'm goal level. One of these days, a defensive lineman is going to Geno Smith him. And it's probably going to happen on national television. And I'm just going to say he earned every ounce of metal that goes in his mouth.
He very well may.
Do you look? You're a fan of the team. Do you disagree with anything I just said?
I mean, I understand why he said what he said because that's part of the that's part of the competitive edge. Anybody comes out and says you were a dumpster fire, of course I'm going to have something to say about it.
You can't look at him.
I took that franchise to the playoffs. I mean, I understand the arguments. I've made the arguments against Baker Mayfield, so I'm completely on that side of, yeah, your time in Cleveland was a disaster.
So I guess,
but I can't knock a guy for standing up for himself and saying my time wasn't necessarily a disaster. It's a bit of a reach to call that a failure, Coach. I mean, we did make the playoffs
once in 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you a question. There are 5 days in a week. If you showed up to work 1 out of 5 days, how quick do you think you'd get fired? But
how much of a monumental
accomplishment
would that be if I had tried to show up for work every damn day for a year and a half and never got there? Because that's how they felt in Cleveland we've not made the playoffs. And how long was it? 12 years or whatever?
It'd been
a while.
I can't get over Baker took him to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Once.
Mm-hmm.
Once. He led the league in interceptions 3 times. Mm-hmm. As the number 1 pick. Mm-hmm. It'd have been one thing if you took him in the 3rd round. I don't understand how you could categorize his time in Cleveland as anything other than a failure. If you said it was a success, every person behind the scenes is going to go, hey, look how stupid this guy is.
And then there's the other side of that. Like, I've never really been in this situation, although I could see where people would think I am the Kevin Stefanski of this scenario, because you ever get fired from a job and then – the person that you thought you had a good relationship didn't call you after you got fired from a job. I mean, that's kind of what happened with him in Cleveland. And maybe if he, sure, I get that it happens, but it doesn't mean he's not any less hurt by it or whatever. I don't know why he's all in his feelings.
With Stefanski. Do you not have his cell phone number? No, but this is my problem with Baker is he doesn't take anything up like a man. He takes everything up like a female version
like
of that
ittle bitty,
a female version of that Chihuahua we were talking about earlier. This is what he does. Oh, I got to take it to social media, show I'm a big bad man. The only problem is you don't ever do it to somebody's face. You don't ever do any of this where you could actually reap the repercussions, and it drives me batty.
Mm-hmm.
It drives me nuts. If you have a problem with Stefanski, take it up with Stefanski. Be a man. Call him. That guy didn't call when you got fired. Call him. Yell at him.
Yeah.
Call him whatever you want to call him. I can't say any of the things.
I mean, I work in radio. A lot of people have been fired in my sphere. That's kind of part of the gig of you don't talk to the fired guy because you might be next. That might rub off on you if you talk to that guy. I don't know. So, I mean, I guess maybe, like I said, people could see where I'm a Kevin in this scenario, but
I guess I
get
me, this is all right. So I'm going to tie 2 stories together here. So I got an email earlier this week that there's a special guest speaker at the Senior Bowl. It's Ryan Leaf.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that, I went, that is a weird choice. And then I started to think about it, and I went, this is a dude that dug his own grave, basically, and then found a way to dig out of it to the point of he's the backup for Dan Patrick now. That's the best guy to take to have talk to these guys and have at the Senior Bowl as, don't be me. Don't be the entitled jackass that alienates yourself from everybody, because I lost 10 years of my life doing that. Baker Mayfield has done all of this, and nobody ever calls him on it. Ever. Baker, you were a failure. 100% unmitigated disaster. You were a disaster in Carolina, too.
Mm-hmm. Randy with a good comment in the YouTube section. He said, kind of to be fair, the quarterbacks that he replaced, they never showed up to work either. And and that guy the guy that replaced him took the office safe.
Sure. That's not bad.
Right, like when compared to the other dumpster fires that were there, how dare you? How dare you call me part of that dumpster fire?
And I understand every word you said, and I don't disagree with anything you said. Here's the problem. A loser compared to bigger losers is still a loser. You want to be king of the losers? Cool. Don't grimace when people call you a failure, because you have been. Mm-hmm. You found a spot in Tampa Bay that's worked out reasonably well. I would be remiss if I didn't point out it's gotten worse every single year he's been there, including cratered out this year. And yet somehow you're still talking. You're still talking.
Mm-hmm.
It blows my mind. And then the thing that got me the most was, well, I can't wait to play you twice a year, coach. You do understand that if he fixes that offense, they will beat you like a slave. Hell, you couldn't beat Raheem Morris. You're wanting to talk smack? He actually could coordinate an offense. What's really going to make you look stupid is when he can fix Michael Penix and he couldn't fix you.
Mm-hmm. It's a fun little storyline, ain't it?
Oh,
going into next year.
And by the way, all the people that said, damn, Jeremy, tell us how you really feel. There's one human in this sport. That's not true. There are 2 humans in this sport, and I guarantee you, without saying it, he'll know who the other one is, that can elicit that response out of me because it makes me so angry because I know why you're doing it. It's almost like you're stoking your little fan base of people that just love you because you're the little gritty guy, because you're short and a little tiny guy. You don't have a big arm, and he's found a way to be a starter in the NFL for 8 years. He's the 18th best quarterback in this league.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want, a plaque?
Cam Newton, was that the other one?
Oh, God, there might be more than I thought.
You're in the Sportsocracy.
Because as soon as you said Cam Newton, I thought of 4 more.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Confidence is increasing that we could see a potentially major winter storm for the upcoming weekend with significant impacts from snow and ice possible. Sunshine force here this afternoon, milder around 50. Partly to mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain overnight tonight, low to mid-30s. Mix of clouds and sunshine for tomorrow. Highs up around or just over 50. Cloudy with a chance of rain on Friday. Colder. High temperatures mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk. Available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
Don't miss the 2026 Ingles SoCon Basketball Championships at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, March 5th through the 9th. 5 action-packed days, your favorite SoCon teams, 2 tickets to the NCAA tournament on the line. Bring your whole family for unforgettable fun, kids' activities, downtown events, non-stop excitement all week. Secure your spot now at SoConHoops.com or through the Harris Cherokee Center Asheville box office. Be a part of the madness before it's gone.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching, fever, under your flu, medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Capital One is a founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports Network. Earn unlimited double miles on every purchase with the Capital One Venture X Business Card. Big purchasing power means you can spend more and earn more. The Capital One Venture X Business Card. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Did you know that Ingles sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA Choice and Prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GOLD. That's GOLD. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
The Sportsocracy.
It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time.
The Sportsocracy.
Shake it back!
Beer City's best sports talk.
It is gross.
Just earlier.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Your lunchtime dose of dumbassery. Live from the Ingalls studio.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. It's 92.9 FM, 880 AM.
Been a time. It was in that break. I wish I had pulled my phone out at the perfect time, because I'd have used that against you for the rest of your life. I would have played that at your children's wedding.
Yes.
Like, listen, honey, I understand you married the son, but here's your daddy-in-law. This is a thing he once said. Welcome to the family. Mazel tov.
Welcome back into the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
Oh, Lord.
92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400, the Sportsocracy. Heard everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, and join us in the chat. It is...
Off the Rails Wednesday.
Off the Rails Wednesday. I'll take Off the Rails Wednesday. It is weird. It is weird. You know, it's the Wednesday of a short week, so we already had like the day off to throw things off a little bit.
We had a day off.
Well, I mean, because we did an afternoon show. You did your show.
Yeah, it was a day off where I worked for 11 hours.
You did your show in Greenville on Fox Sports Upstate 104.9. Check them out on the iHeart Radio app, especially on Mondays, 7 to 9, for the Overtime with Jeremy Green show. And then we did the national championship game until 11 o'clock.
It was late. We did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Some would argue maybe too much.
Right. I mean, my schedule was all thrown out of whack, staying up so late to watch the game Monday night and then have to work all day yesterday, and now we're doing all the planning for the weekend. I might have to shack up here at the radio station if Winter Storm Fern is going to destroy the world.
I refuse
I'm
to
being
call it
hyperbolic on that. That's not going to.
I'm calling it Winter Storm Barbara. That's its name. If you're going to name it after a bush, you name it after the best one.
Yeah.
That's Barbara.
Yep. Winter Storm Fern, all the latest updates. You can log on to ESPNAVL.com. Of course, follow News Radio 570 WWNC. If things get real dicey, we'll have updates running every hour on all of our iHeart Asheville stations, because as you all know, when it comes to severe weather coverage, no one does it quite like us. So if need be, you can guarantee Mark and I will be here around the clock. Maybe having some fun snowman on the street kind of stuff for Saturday.
Oh, if you don't take these lapel mics and interview a snowman, you did it wrong. Because that would be hilarious. Especially, and you put Mark's dog out there to just bark at it. Like,
and then
Mark's dog hates me.
He hates everybody.
That dog hates me. I didn't even open the door yesterday. I could hear him growling through the door before I even opened it.
Mm-hmm.
Said like,
I hate that little thing. It scares the crap out of me because, I mean, he barks every time I come in the door in the morning. So first thing, I open the door to the studio in the morning for the last week and a half, and all I've heard is like, shut up. I didn't know we could bring rats to the radio station, but Mark Starling definitely thinks that he can.
It is a fun, interesting way to start a day because I come in about the time they're done with their show. And I usually go down there in the morning just to, say hey to Tank, say hey to Mark, see how the day is going, maybe get the temperature on which tank I'm getting. Is it a despondent tank? Is it a happy tank? Just every day. That's how it started.
Mm-hmm.
I touch the handle of the door and I hear gets louder when I open the door.
Yeah. Anyhow, welcome back into the program. Yes, you want all your updates on tropical weather, winter storm.
This is going to be some great coverage.
No
this
doubt.
is tropical hurricane storm, winter, fall, summer.
Fern, Barbara, George. The winter storm. If you want the latest on that, go to ESPNAVL.com.
You just send me a text to Dallas when you call it Tropical Storm Jed. That's the one I'm really looking forward to.
We've got the latest weather alerts posted up there. It is just a Wednesday in the Sportsocracy. Are you done with Baker Mayfield now?
Yeah, I'm good. I got it.
Done
I got
excoriating
it out.
him.
I'm good. It was solid. I feel better. I think now I'm ready for a nap and maybe a cold beer.
Josh Allen's going to need surgery in the offseason. He'll be back for OTAs. Do we care that he's having surgery? I mean, I feel like this happens so much nowadays. Pretty much you should guarantee that every star is going to have some kind of surgery when the season is over. But was this is this a way to like try to play off the failure of the playoff run here of Josh was hurt, so
no, I mean he needs the surgery. I just, personally, if we're talking about quarterback surgeries, I'm hoping that Baker has one to remove the stick from the unfortunate place where it has been lodged.
Good Lord.
I had one more in me. I didn't realize it until you said it, and it bubbled back up, and I went, nope, get back down there.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't really care. I do find Buffalo very interesting. I find who they have contacted for this job to be very interesting.
Is it true they brought in Anthony Lynn?
Yes.
But for why would you do that?
Absolutely no idea.
You want to talk about retreads that probably should never get another shot? I'd say Anthony Lynn's pretty close to that list.
So their list as of right now is Anthony Weaver. I'm good with that one. Joe Brady. Good with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Grant Yudinsky. Good with that one. Then we have Lou Anarumo, Anthony Lynn. And the one that I ultimately think gets the job, Brian Daboll.
Okay.
I will say I'm hearing
Anthony
a lot.
Lynn's the only one on that list that I'm like, really? That guy?
Anarumo doesn't make a ton of sense to me because I feel like you just fired that guy. Anarumo's got more of an edge, and I do like him better. If you're going to do this, why would you hire another defensive guy? Honestly, why would you do that? You have Joe Brady in the building. Brian Daboll was in the building. You have done a good job with coordinators. Give it to one of them. Because, the centerpiece of your team is your quarterback. Maybe we should stop this perpetual cycle of about every 3 years changing who its coordinator is.
But you think Brian Daboll is the guy?
I do. That's the first 10 seconds after I saw Sean McDermott got fired, that was the first thing I thought was, yep, there's where Daboll lands. Apparently, this was like the worst-kept secret in the league.
Really?
We talked about it Saturday night after the game happened when we did our live stream. I said Sean McDermott's getting fired. It was not because somebody had told me that. It was I can read tea leaves. And it was very obvious from the pressers, he ain't surviving this.
Yeah.
But now you get here, and I feel like some of and I like Grant Yudinsky. I love Anthony Weaver. But I look at this and go, why would I hire another defensive coach? I had a decent enough defensive coach. I've got to find somebody that can be the Josh Allen whisperer. Get everything out of him you possibly can.
Mm-hmm. Unless that guy can bring somebody with him.
But see, I don't want him to bring somebody with him, because if he gets the most out of Josh Allen, you won't be able to keep him for a year. Like, let's say Josh Allen gets to the Super Bowl next year. Awesome. Your offensive coordinator is going to be the head coach somewhere else. I don't care who it is.
Right.
You could tell me that it was, I'm trying to think of some, Vinny Testaverde. I was trying to think of another Tampa Bay quarterback that I like better, which basically is just the list of, this is the history of Tampa Bay Buccaneer quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Still wondering whatever happened to Byron Leftwich.
He's on a staff somewhere.
He completely just dropped off the radar, though.
He was doing something.
I think we looked it up, and he was an assistant somewhere. But, I mean, to go from this guy's going to be the next head coaching superstar to what happened to that guy?
I am shocked that it went as poorly as it did.
It went south quick.
He is an assistant coach at Colorado.
Mm-hmm. Might be because if anything says I'm serious about my job, it's let's go coach at Colorado.
Does Deion Sanders just look at, hey, find me a guy that I played against, and let's put him on staff? I don't think he has a coach on that staff that he didn't play against.
Well, it's doing wonders for him.
Oh, no doubt.
So keep it up, Coach.
Crushing it.
Just killing it. The best thing about your $1 billion program is that your coach is on Aflac commercials. Sweet.
Cardboard Max said, good on Terry Pagula for telling the truth. I'll be honest with you, I'm not mad at it. If it was that bad behind closed doors, because my curiosity, and this is, Tank, you can attest to this, when we start hearing things out of ownership, because he basically just railed on Keon Coleman. That was a failure of the coaching staff. He's got all the talent in the world. And I'm not going to lie, I've said some of those things.
You have.
I loved Keon Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
Short area quickness, contested catch guy, and just Buffalo has never found a way to use him. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. To me, that's an indictment on Joe Brady, which is why I have not been really in favor of, let's just give him the job.
And then when you do get your opportunities, you drop it, and that doesn't help either.
Well, and there's more to that. You do have to keep a guy in the game.
You do.
Keon Coleman, for an extended period of time, I feel like Keon Coleman knew that offensive staff did not want him.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I'm out here because they don't have enough choice.
Sort of like A.J. Brown.
No, I wouldn't go there.
I mean, everybody railed on him for dropping that pass in the playoffs, and part of my rationale for him dropping that ball is he didn't think it was coming to him because they never throw him the damn ball. There is a rhythm to playing football. We know that. And if you're never getting the ball, shocker of shockers, when it comes to you, maybe you're not as prepared as you might have been otherwise.
One thing I will tell you is just keep an eye out in Buffalo, and this is something I've been told a couple times. Don't be shocked if one of the guys they've interviewed to be the head coach comes with the guy that eventually takes the job.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard, little birdie told me, that Daboll gets this job, Anthony Lynn is the offensive coordinator, and Anthony Weaver is the defensive coordinator.
Interesting.
Now, that's if Weaver doesn't get another job. I do not know what the tie is between Weaver and Daboll. But
Interesting. So the Bills going with Daboll, you think? What other revelations are there?
Well,
as far as coaching searches goes,
if Baltimore has a coach by the time the Super Bowl ends, I'll be nominally surprised. Baltimore and Pittsburgh are just slow rolling this. They're like, you know what? I think both of them have a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put my finger on who it is, but I think they both have a favorite. Arizona seems to just be throwing excrement at the wall and seeing what sticks. I mean, some of the guys that they've interviewed, I'm like, really? Mike LaFleur? That's what we're doing?
To me, that means you're getting a lot of no's.
I know Saleh told him no.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to anytime his name comes up, I'm just going to keep saying the same thing I've said in the past. My source on that one's real good.
Listen, sometimes it has nothing to do with the roster, right?
The ownership.
It's the ownership. I'm looking at a Bidwell family who has not been, who has constantly been ranked as the worst owners in the league. How many times have they been headlined for, finishing last or near last in those player surveys that they do at the end of every year?
Now, that's gotten better in the last couple of years.
Possibly, I'm sure. Maybe it has. But you're still viewed like that.
I feel like
we see the chaos constantly in that building. Why would I want that to be my next opportunity or first opportunity?
I feel like Arizona's a better job than people think. Because the ownership's already been put on blast. So all the things that you're looking at, talking about those surveys and things like that, that's already out there. So you've had to improve that to at least a degree. I keep looking at Arizona going, who is the young guy? Because I have no interest in Raheem Morris or Arthur Smith, Vance Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good on all of that. Who's the young guy that I can get behind? And Clint Kubiak's been that name because I don't think he's getting any of these other jobs. Maybe Baltimore. Maybe.
I could see that. You don't think he's a Pittsburgh guy?
I don't. No, Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the one that they're going to slow roll, and I'm telling you that Nate Schilhaas is the one that I just keep looking at, going, "You have Pittsburgh Steelers coach written all over you," because they love going off the board. It's always a guy that's a candidate, up and comer, and then they develop him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you remember, Bill Cowher wasn't a hot candidate when he got hired. Tomlin was a candidate, but he wasn't this is the best guy in the cycle.
Right.
They have their own way of hiring guys. To me, it's either Schilhaas or Chris Shula. The one that I'm stuck on, and he keeps getting second interviews, which is bizarre to me, is Ajira Avera. I do not understand what it is. Every Carolina Panther fan I know wants to run him out of town. And I don't claim to be, a savant on Ajira Avera. I thought he was a good coach a few years ago. I think he's done a decent enough job with what he's had. I just don't see that as – I don't think you've done anything to really pad your resume as a head coach, especially not in Vegas. I mean, their second interviews are Ajira Avera and Jesse Minter. Have you seen this quarterback that you're going to have? You know he's a quarterback, right? Maybe we should consider an offensive guy. I mean, you know me, though. I'm not a fan of hiring
you're
defensive
right.
coaches.
You don't like defensive coaches, especially when, offense seems to rule the day. However, let's just keep in mind we have been glowing this year about how important playing good defense in this league is.
No doubt.
To sustaining a playoff run or what. You look at all of the teams that are left. The defense is the reason that they're here.
We have a super chat in the YouTube comments.
Cause it's all about the money. All about the money.
It's from Red Sea, talking about the Cardinals. Why are we approaching the head coach search that way? Because no one will take this job. I think there are a few that will, that Arizona's talked to. I mean, because I don't feel like Arizona was reaching for the stars. I mean, I don't look at anybody on that list and go, if it was offered. Saleh had a ton of options. I don't think a lot of these other guys do. I mean, they're going to interview because that's what you do. I mean, you cast a wide net. That way, you can't be told, well, you didn't search hard enough if it doesn't work out. But I mean, I wouldn't be upset with Chris Shula. I wouldn't be upset with Clint Kubiak. I wouldn't even hate Matt Burke. Now, Mike LaFleur, that one I will hate. If you do that, just be prepared. The next day, I'm going to make some significant jokes.
Thomas Brown. His name popping back up there.
I don't mind it. He was the interim in Carolina, and I did not love how that went. See, to me, when you're an interim, I don't care about the results. I don't care about how many games you won. I call this the Steve Wilkes theory. He won a bunch of games as the interim, but I looked at all of it and went, this is not replicable because your X's and O's, none of that changed. This is all just Johnny rah-rah playing for your guy, and that dies in an offseason.
Chicago. He was the interim in Chicago.
Was it Chicago? I thought it was Carolina.
No.
He didn't do anything that I went,
Steve Wilkes was the one in
Carolina.
And
he won a bunch of games, and everybody in the fan base went, why don't we just hire Steve Wilkes? Well, he's now been fired 2 years in a row. That should tell you something. He also just coordinated the first defense in NFL history to have 0 interceptions, which I would have thought was impossible.
Man, Thomas Brown doing stuff. We were just looking at who was the coach that we were talking about in the last hour. Just noticed he's my age as well.
I will say that's happening a lot more where I'm going, oh, they interviewed a guy that's 2 years younger than me.
Right.
Oh, no, I'm getting old.
Yeah, Thomas Brown. I remember my first Georgia game at Athens. Thomas Brown was playing in that game.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Hey, I remember when this guy was in college.
Mm-hmm.
That means you are about to sign up for AARP.
It won't be long. It'll be here before I know it. I look at these jobs at the Cleveland job, at the Arizona job, at the Vegas job. And I just think, good Lord, I don't know what you're going to do at head coach, but I don't know that I'm going to like it.
I don't know.
Because unless you go young, you don't have real good candidates here.
I don't think I've ever been more convinced that a quarterback's coach was getting a head coaching job than I am with Davis Webb.
Okay.
Because that's another name. Anytime I talk to people around the league, they're like, he is killing this. And there are people that think he's going to be like Sean McVay 2.0. I don't know if I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been told how insanely smart he is. And he's been a coach on the field. He was never that athletically gifted. I'm also not one of those, I don't care if you played.
But this is also his introduction, right? This is his introduction to the coaching cycle of
at the
sometimes,
head coach level.
Right, sometimes guys got to go through this a couple of times of, start going through the process of interviewing for jobs so that you'll be set up to knock it out of the park next year.
Yeah, see, I don't think you should, though. See, we got to take a break. There's something to this that I want to talk about because I have a funny feeling one of these teams is going to make a mistake that makes absolutely no sense to me.
You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of urgency, timely, responsive, focused, prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve to do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Don't miss the 2026 Ingles SoCon Basketball Championships at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, March 5th through the 9th. 5 action-packed days, your favorite SoCon teams, 2 tickets to the NCAA tournament on the line. Bring your whole family for unforgettable fun, kids' activities, downtown events, non-stop excitement all week. Secure your spot now at SoConHoops.com or through the Harris Cherokee Center Asheville box office. Be a part of the madness before it's gone.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out my new show every Sunday, 8 to 9 a.m. here on ESPN Asheville, where we bring sports and faith together. The Dan Scott Show, 8 a.m. Sundays on ESPN Asheville.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports.
Ingles SoCon Basketball Championships at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, March.
Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses? Now that's all Tech's going to call it.
Live from the Ingles studio, weekdays at noon, ESPN Asheville.
This show contains information subject to, but not limited to, personal takes, rumors, not so accurate stats, and plenty more. What's up, man? This your boy Nav Green from the Broken Play Podcast. Look, it's the end of the season. The playoffs are here. But guess what? It ain't the end of your season. You can always tune in with Broken Play Podcast with Nav Green on the Black Effect Podcast Network. Not a team who ain't going to the playoffs. The Chiefs.
Oh, it's a wrap.
It's time to rebuild. Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Broken Play with Nav Green and listen now.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
The Sportsocracy.
Let's open up the whole can and kick ass and kill them all. Let the paramedics sort them out.
We are back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. What mistake is the team getting ready to make, Jeremy, in their coaching search that has you baffled?
Is there a name in this cycle that's popped up that you go, why are we doing this again? Because I have one. He's got an interview today.
Who?
Mike McCarthy. Why are we doing this again? You know how this will end. I've read this book. I'll be 100% honest with you. I would rather the Pittsburgh Steelers hire Arthur Smith than Mike McCarthy. And I mean what I just said.
Wow.
Because there's no
he's easier
high
to
side.
fire?
Because there's no high side. You know exactly what this is going to look like. So far, every coach that's been hired, I get it. Jeff Hafley, one of the smarter dudes I've ever talked to.
Yep.
Kevin Stefanski, 2-time coach of the year, offensive guy, good with running backs. Your running back's your best player. John Harbaugh speaks for itself. Robert Saleh, really good at making a defense where you don't necessarily have the players. Offensively, I don't know what he's going to do there. It'll be somebody off that Shanahan-McVay tree. I just don't know which one.
Mm-hmm.
I understand a lot of the coaches that are interviewing. I get why you're interested in Clint Kubiak. I even understand why you're interested in Clay Kubiak. Do I think he's going to get hired? No. But I get it. I don't understand, what is it you think Mike McCarthy's going to do? He's interviewing with the Steelers, if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I've just seen it.
But how interesting. If you had any thoughts of keeping Aaron Rodgers, that's not a good path to go down, is there?
No.
I didn't think that ended well with him and McCarthy.
Well, no, that's already been announced.
What? That Aaron's not coming back?
They're moving on from Aaron.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, they're moving on from Aaron.
All right.
So if Aaron comes back, it will be with somebody else.
Gotcha.
I don't think I've ever seen a coach in Mike McCarthy that's supposedly an offensive guy. He had a nice little run with Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, Rodgers in his prime. Did you not watch Dallas this year? So, I mean, if you're giving him credit for what he did in Dallas for those handful of years, Brian Schottenheimer took over, and they absolutely did not miss a beat. The defense got a little worse. But other than that, it looked exactly like it looked with McCarthy.
Mm-hmm. Something to be said for having that ring, though.
Is there?
And the Pittsburgh Steelers are a franchise that, I mean, that kind of plays.
So he's got a ring, and that's from what, 2010?
11, I think.
It was 2010 season.
Oh, okay.
It happened in the year 2011.
Okay.
I mean, Mike Tomlin has a ring. I mean, to me, firing Mike Tomlin for Mike McCarthy is it's the old man with the shirt going, hey, it's the same shirt I have on.
Most definitely.
I personally don't get that. I'm swinging for the fences if I'm Pittsburgh. I want to find that next guy that's going to be here for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mike McCarthy's 62 years old. I mean, even if this works out, it's a very short-time solution. Like, 'cause we're getting younger in terms of coaches. At this point, we've got guys that are 33, 34 years old that are interviewing for jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want the 62-year-old coach. I'm good. I don't think you can keep up. I don't think he's going to hire particularly well because a lot of his staff stayed with Brian Schottenheimer. I don't see the upside to it. I don't see how it incites the fan base in any way. I see how it gets the fan base to turn on you particularly quickly. If you go 5 weeks into the season, the offense is clunky, which, by the way, it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to find a quarterback at some point, and I do not know where that person's coming from, unless it's Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
It is also possible that Pittsburgh, for the second time in 4 years, is forced to take a quarterback at number 21 that I don't think they really love, but he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Your greatest ability is your availability because we need you to play right now.
Any coach with a Super Bowl ring, as long as they wanted to take an interview, I think they would get one.
And I think it's a really stupid way to run a coaching search. Oh, you won a Super Bowl 16 years ago. Whoop-de-doo. You going to interview Jimmy Johnson next?
If he wants to listen, maybe.
Jimmy Johnson's almost 80 years old. You're not doing it.
You're in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville. We'll be right back.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Confidence is increasing that we could see a potentially major winter storm for the upcoming weekend with significant impacts from snow and ice possible. Sunshine force here this afternoon, milder around 50. Partly to mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain overnight tonight, low to mid-30s. Mix of clouds and sunshine for tomorrow. Highs up around just over 50. Cloudy with a chance of rain on Friday. Colder. High temperatures mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Chumba Casino and I teamed up on a new social slot game. It's called Ryan Seacrest 10K Ways. Every spin brings a fresh, fun twist, making it the perfect escape to your day. Only at Chumba Casino.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
It's a new year, and Aleve is here to help you keep your New Year's resolutions on track. Whether it's a daily walk, hitting the gym, or spending more time with friends and family, Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you moving with long-lasting body pain relief so you can chase those dreams and achieve your goals. Don't let body pain slow you down. Keep going with Aleve, because this year is your year. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
ESPN Asheville, broadcasting from the Ingles studio at Radio Ranch. Log on to ESPNAVL.com and make us your #1 preset on the iHeartRadio app. ESPN Asheville, #1 for sports coverage in the mountains.
Hey, it's Mark Sterling from First News on 570, and it looks like western North Carolina is going to get some sort of impact from Winter Storm Fern, forecast to hit our area sometime on Saturday. Keep your radio set at 570 AM, and if you listen on the iHeartRadio app, lock us in that #1 preset spot. When severe weather happens, WWNC will be here.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Welcome to the Ingles Table, a delicious destination with recipes galore. Need to whip up a dessert, entree, side dish? No problem. The experts from the Ingles Table take you through it step by step with expert tips and advice along the way. Find the Ingles Table at ingles-markets.com or swing by the store and pick up your free copy of the Ingles Table magazine. And let's get cooking. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and details.
On the weird scale, there's Vegas, there's Florida, and there's Asheville. Let's get weird, Asheville.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. He's clapping his hands over there. So tell your weird story. You're so excited about it.
My story is from the national title game. If you watch this particular game, there's probably a face that you've seen a lot on your social media over the last few days.
The porn star.
Yep, that would be Miss Isabella Danger. Well, she's a student at Miami. Did you know that?
No.
She's also retired.
Oh, of course she is.
Why did you say that way?
Well, I mean, y'all all know who she is, so apparently y'all are giving her money somehow.
Oh, no, she's retired from that business. She's in school to do something else. I don't know what. I don't understand what you're saying.
I don't know. Of course.
It's adorable to me.
She started to go to school at Miami, then she started making porn and retired. Of course she did.
Yeah, it's adorable that you keep acting like you don't know who that is. But
I have no clue.
Sure you don't.
The national championship game was the first time I ever heard that name or saw that face.
I believe you. $10 billion industry, but you don't protect. Sure.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying she ain't the one that shows up in my algorithm.
Yeah, well, you
she needs about 100 more pounds on her to show up in mine.
I was curious how he was going to say it because I was going to say it for him if he didn't. Anyway, that has nothing to do with what I was. So, obviously, she was filmed at the national title game multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a reporter called up to her, and she gave them a quote. And she said, I would give anything in the world to not have ESPN film me, and I'm so deeply sorry to anyone I offended with my attendance at the game. I wish I could just be any other student supporting my team. So, let me...
Okay, Baker Mayfield, I want you to say dumb stuff.
So, let me get this straight. You don't want people to film your most private moments and put them on camera. I'll take, what is irony for 500, Alex?
Mm-hmm. 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 Gambit fan says so Tank's favorite song is Fat Bottom Girls by Queen. 100%. That's my wife's ringtone.
I was actually about to say I think it is.
It is. It is. I mean, it may not be now. I know at one point it was.
For your sake, I hope this is one of those days that Andy didn't decide she wanted to chime in on the show at lunchtime.
I mean, it's not that I hid that it was her ringtone. I
That's
went,
a good point.
Baby, look, I found your new ringtone.
One of these days, and I know this day's coming, and it makes me sad because I will mourn you. I'll even carry your box to put you in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
One day I'm going to come into work, and there's going to be no Tank. And about 11 o'clock is going to roll around, and we're going to go, where's Tank? And Mark's going to come down here and go, he didn't show up this morning either. And his head's going to be on a stick in the front yard. Just boop.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Yes. So yeah, she's upset that people were filming her.
Which I find
is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Which I find absolutely hilarious. I find it hilarious that you said that out loud. Like, do you think she got halfway through that quote and went, I should stop? Because people are going to make fun of this. I wish I could just be any other student. Well, you could be.
Judging by the industry she's in, I don't think stopping is part of her game.
You have 9.5 million followers on Instagram. Yes, I looked this morning just because I knew I'd be telling the story.
I don't believe they built brakes for that model.
All gas, no brakes. Oh, boy.
It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing to put yourself out there in public and then go, don't look at me. I'm in public. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I will say the cameramen really tell on themselves, don't they?
Oh, no doubt. Have you seen the meme that's got that face of Leonardo DiCaprio behind the camera? It says, ESPN camera guys filming that.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
It's hard to stop a train. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this
Randy,
is
I can't say that, but
ESPN
I would love to be able to say that, but I can't.
92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400.
I do just if you had told me 5 years ago, one day there will be a team in the national title game, and that team's going to have a fan that used to do adult films, I would have gone, repeat what I just said.
What?
5 years from now.
5 years from now, there will be a team that has a fan who's done adult films.
Miami. That's about how quick I would have done that. I'll bet you it's Miami. If it's not Miami, it's going to be Florida State. And if it's Florida State, I need to clear my browser history. There's a reason I love that school. Because at 6 years old, I went, that crowd looks a little different than it does at other schools.
I would have thought more like UCLA, but okay.
No, that's a super
USC.
Smart school. UCLA is like doctor school. And Miami's a smart school.
Well, I mean, the fact that they're in L.A., I would imagine that it would be a...
Oh, yeah, that's not where most of those are shot. Those are shot.
Is it not?
Those are shot in Airbnb that they rented by the hour. By the way, if you ever rent an Airbnb and you want to have a fun time, ask that. Submit the request.
Can you do it by hour?
How many hours do I have to rent this place?
No.
Delete.
No. I don't like this topic at
all. I've loved the last 5 minutes a lot. I'm glad you didn't pull a story just so we could really dive into this one.
That's right. The NFL. Coaching carousel continues to churn.
Let's talk about coaches or players or anything
We've
else.
talked about head coaching jobs, the OC jobs. Some of them are getting filled in. We talked about Mike McDaniel getting the Chargers offensive coordinator job. Who's next on that realm?
I'm not going to lie to you. It is so hard sometimes to tie coordinators to jobs. I'll be the one that I'm the most interested in is who does Jeff Hafley bring with him to Miami?
Trayvon Diggs. He could do that.
Yeah, weird. Trayvon Diggs got fired on your day off.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to do. I mean, you knew that was coming. There was no way they were paying him.
Sure. So who's next on the OC carousel?
I mean, that's not as easy of a question as head coaches because you can be way more cloak and dagger with a coordinator than you can be with a head coach.
Sure, and chances
Philadelphia is the one that I'm the most intrigued by. They're not getting the reception to this that I would have thought.
Well, I mean, because you have to do business with Nick Sirianni.
Mm-hmm. I would have thought that roster was so good that just it being open would be enough for some of these guys to go, yeah, I'm in. It really largely hasn't been. Have you seen the list of guys that they've brought in?
Who?
So they interviewed Brian Daboll.
Mm-hmm.
They have requested Jim Bob Cooter. Please do that. Goober and Cooter in Philadelphia. That's a bumper sticker just waiting to happen. I broke that. I try to do it one time a day.
No, because I just came up with one. I can't say it.
Mine was just their names, so I'm good.
Mm-hmm. You are.
Your OC job's interesting to me, too.
Well, I feel like it should be. You have a quarterback that can get the ball to these receivers. You've got all the receivers in the world to deal with. You've got, hopefully, at full health, an offensive line that's not one of the worst in the league, and you've got a damn good young running back in Bucky Irving. You have every opportunity. Plus, this is already proven to be a job that has some mobility in it. Dave Canales, 1 year, gets a head coaching job. Liam Cohen, 1 year as the OC, gets a head coaching job. This is a stepping stone to your next level.
I will say,
that's why it made sense to me that Mike McDaniel would be interested in this job. I've got pieces in the passing game that I can work with, and if I do a good job, I get a head coaching shot next year or 2 years, whatever.
I did laugh when I see that Todd Monken interviewed for your job. I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Why wouldn't he?
Now, you asked me which one's the next domino to fall. It's probably Jonathan Gannon, because so many of these teams that have DC openings are interested in him. I know he's already interviewed with Washington.
Okay.
I believe he's already interviewed with Dallas. If it's not been done, it's been scheduled. I think those are really probably the two finalists for Jonathan Gannon.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But until that drops, he's the biggest name out there. I have a weird feeling Jim Leonard's getting a DC job somewhere.
Jim Leonard? Why do I know
He used to
that
play
name?
safety for the Ravens and the Jets. He's the defensive pass game coordinator in Denver.
Okay.
He was the DC at Wisconsin. And everybody thought he should have been the head coach, and he got passed over and went,
yeah.
I'm going to take my ball and go home. I'll go be a DC in the NFL. And everybody went, no, you won't.
They probably should have hired him to be the head coach. It hasn't gone well with old, what's his face from Cincinnati?
Luke Fickell.
Yeah. He's got them as the worst team almost in the Big Ten. And that's a weird place for Wisconsin to be. I still don't understand why they're hanging on to him.
I don't either.
That's the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard. But to each his own. I guess if you really don't want to compete in the in the world of college football, just play your way out of the biggest conference. Why not?
Just a little update on some of the because you asked about coordinators. I'm gonna give you intel where I have it. Jonathan Gannon also has scheduled an interview with the Packers, so that one's a little interesting. We've already touched on McDaniel going to the Chargers. I'm 95% sure the next DC of the Jets will be Wink Martindale.
Okay.
It'll either be him or Jim Leonard. I don't know which one, but I'm leaning heavily to Wink Martindale because what I was told is that Aaron Glenn was basically told, you better get somebody that's been in this league for a while because you're on thin ice.
It's not going to last long, though. It doesn't. That's the thing I don't get. Like, jobs like that, you couldn't pay me enough. They could call me, and I wouldn't take that job. First off, I wouldn't want to live in the New York area for longer than 3 minutes. And second off, why the hell would I take a job when I know it's got no future? Any DC could come in and take that job next year. Is there a chance they're not getting fired? What percentage chance is it that the Jets are just good enough next year for Aaron Glenn to keep his job?
And then you have 3 first-round picks the next year.
Right, so wipe the decks clean with a new head coach and all these first-round draft picks and on and on and on. It would have to change exponentially for me to be on the side of bringing back Aaron Glenn as the Jets head coach.
I'm going to need you to hit a button because I got a whole lot of excitement in a very short period of time.
Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news? Who's gonna break the news?
Ruben Bain is going to the Senior Bowl.
Nice.
He just accepted an offer this morning, or an invitation this morning.
Why?
So Ruben Bain has consistently been one of those weird behind closed doors conversations that scouts have had. I've been asked in the lead up to this cycle, I've probably been asked more questions about Ruben Bain than I have any other player, because the body frame is so weird. Because he has really short arms, he has really good burst, but then he's a little heavy to be a 4-3 DN. Some people think he could be a 3-4 DN, but then you get into the short arms thing again. So you don't really know where he plays. I think he's going to Mobile okay, yeah, put me against the best guys in the country. Watch what I do.
Yep. I'll be there 2 days.
Did you see what I just did to Indiana? I'm going to do it again for 2 days of practices, and then I'm going to hop in a plane. I'm going to fly back to Miami with my agent and go, pass me in the top 10, watch what happens.
I feel that way about him already. I guess he feels he has something to prove when he gets down to Mobile for the Senior Bowl, but cool. Ruben Bain. It's a name that I would not have expected to be at the Senior Bowl.
You know what that should tell you? It's the same thing. We were talking about this morning because we were doing the layouts for social media stuff that's going to start firing off tomorrow for Shrine and Senior. Some of these guys that go, it's not even as much about the workouts as it is talking to the team.
Yeah, getting in front of them.
Get in front of them. Ask them what it is that you want to see, what they want to see, and then running through the drills and just showing that I'm a dog. Because look, Ruben Bain I have in my top 5, and he's not going to move. I don't care if he comes out and looks like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't care if I have to hold the microphone for him because his arms are so short he can't get it to his mouth. I don't care. He is a D-O-double-G dog, and I want him on my football team.
He definitely has a chance to, I guess, prove the doubters wrong. Like I said, I would have thought that the national championship would have done that. The national championship game, to me, should have been enough to show you that kid can play football. I mean, how much higher can he make his stock? So if you say his stock is waning, that puts him what? In the teens? And he's trying to cash into top 5?
There's been a lot of talk that Bain could be the one that falls. And I will tell you this, historically, when you start hearing talk about that early, I mean, I always talk about lying season. This is lying season. Be careful what you believe.
Yep.
If you want to know the time where you hear more accurate than you hear inaccurate, it's very early on. Because if guys don't do things to alleviate that, then it just lingers. And I guess what I'm afraid of with Bain is he's going to be scheme specific to a point. I've said this with Washington. Obviously, I'm doing shows with Washington while we're in Dallas and Mobile. So I've done more legwork on Washington than I've done on other teams. I don't really see the fit for him there. Not saying Dan Quinn can't make it work. I've seen him make it work with guys that fit his scheme even less. But that's not necessarily where I like him the best. I really like him in New Orleans. I like him in a handful. I like him with the Jets. I don't like him necessarily at 2. I think 2's a little high. But if you took him at 2, I'm not going to be mad. I mean, if I want Caleb Downs because he's the best player in the draft. You take Ruben Bain, I'm not going to yell at you. I'll put it this way. I like him better than Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese is the one that I think people are too high on. Not because he can't be good. I like him saying he can be great. He also, if I was putting numbers on bust percentage, I would say Arvell Reese's is 3 times Ruben Bain's.
Hoffman in the YouTube chat wants to know if Miami had won that game, would he still be going to the Senior Bowl?
Yes. Because the questions that you're asking about, look, he was fantastic against Indiana. He hit Fernando Mendoza what felt like 200 times. It's not the winning and the losing didn't really change anything. The questions on him are going to be, and this is greatly undervalued, we get official measurements in Mobile because these guys come in, we do the height, the weight, the arm length. Now, just this is me. I've done this many years. Take those arm lengths with a grain of salt. Because if I had $1 for every guy last year whose arms somehow got 2 inches longer or shorter between Mobile and Indianapolis, I would have roughly $74. That doesn't sound like much, but it's a hell of a lot of dudes.
That it is. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville.
ESPN Asheville. Your mountain weather forecast.
Confidence is increasing that we could see a potentially major winter storm for the upcoming weekend with significant impacts from snow and ice possible. Sunshine force here this afternoon, milder around 50. Partly to mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain overnight tonight, low to mid-30s. Mix of clouds and sunshine for tomorrow. Highs up around or just over 50. Cloudy with a chance of rain on Friday. Colder. High temperatures mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Marie Callender's.
Delicious meals with scratch-made sauces come out of restaurant kitchens and your freezer. Marie Callender's classic chicken parmigiana bowl is delicious with scratch-made marinara sauce, creamy mozzarella cheese, and 30 grams of protein. Marie Callender's, what having it all tastes like.
Every weekday, this is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, nice. Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Explore a career as a correctional officer. NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring with state benefits and paid vacation. Becoming a correctional officer can be a rewarding first step along a public safety career. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and details.
The iHeartRadio app now has presets. Just like in the car. You're our number one. Make us yours. ESPN Asheville, the mountain's favorite sports station, streaming 24/7. Your home for the Sportsocracy. Weekdays at noon. The Tar Heels and Atlanta Braves baseball.
No matter what team you're pulling for, watch the big game at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in South Slope, Asheville. Join us February 8th to watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a game day atmosphere you won't want to miss. Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, where the fans go. Visit bearsbarbecue.com for more details.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
First News on 570.
I do know that the Gandhi Center for Peace is there.
Oh, really?
I met Jimmy Carter there.
Huh. Weekday mornings at 6.
Did he smell the peanuts?
No. What?
On News Radio 570 WWNC.
No.
Weird. It's the moment you dream of. The moment you work for. Train for. Run wind sprints when nobody's watching for. The moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this. Your moment. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
Don't miss the 2026 Ingles SoCon Basketball Championships at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, March 5th through the 9th. 5 action-packed days, your favorite SoCon teams, 2 tickets to the NCAA tournament on the line. Bring your whole family for unforgettable fun, kids' activities, downtown events, non-stop excitement all week. Secure your spot now at SoConHoops.com or through the Harris Cherokee Center Asheville box office. Be a part of the madness before it's gone.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment, committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Now here's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. That's check. Enter it now.
Your chance to win is at ESPNAVL.com. Good luck.
Live from the Ingles studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
We are back in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. It is the Sportsocracy. You can follow us all over the social medias at the Sportsocracy.
At the Sportsocracy, the social medias.
What?
It's my last day before I get on a plane and things just go nanners.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm
So
sleep
you're just getting
deprived.
loopy?
Oh, no doubt. The amount of legwork I've done for the Senior Bowl, the Shrine Bowl, is nuts. And now I'm probably going to miss half the practices in Dallas because we're going to be snowed in. Like, oh, sweet, we're in a igloo. Because all your snow is disappearing, and guess where it's going? Dallas.
Well, I mean, things are shifting more north, apparently, for the upcoming winter storm.
Yeah,
let's
go way north, like Oklahoma, where there's whatever the stupid words are.
The latest projections posted out on the old Facebook machine from our local Jason Boyer at News 13. He's now putting it at 40 to 50% chance that we get 1 inch or more. So, I mean, at least there will be something to look at. However, the chances that we get 6 or more inches out of this storm is now down to 10 to 20%. So all of you folks who went crazy on the social medias with, look what the G12 model had for us. Stop doing
It's going to
that.
throw 30, 17 inches. Get your milk bread. We got to get all the things. We're going to die.
Right. Like,
by the way, can you snow people stop getting excited every time it says it's going to snow? I don't really think Al Gore ever did anything, but he did teach me one valuable lesson. Well, 2. One is that hearing him go lockbox is really funny. The other was that I don't know what global warming looks like, but whatever has happened from about 2015 to now means it never snows here. We are the one place in the mountains where you just go, nope, not going to happen. Our mountains are the Dikembe Mutombo of swatting snow away.
No.
Yeah. It never snows here.
Mm-mm.
And I personally love that.
I'm frankly getting tired of it. As you need one. You need one good snow per year.
Disagree. You need one good snow per
You could
lifetime.
be wrong. It's fine. Which you are, clearly.
Hey, just do me a favor. The next time you have a trip that you've been planning for 2 solid months and it gets sidetracked by Snowmageddon in Dallas, tell me how much you like snow.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean, it would be different if you didn't hate snow to begin with, which we all know that you do. So
I do. You know why I
it
hate
doesn't
snow?
have anything to do with the fact that you planned a trip. It's just the fact that snow exists.
You know why I hate snow? Because it canceled my birthday party 5 years in a row when I was a kid. You know what that made? A man that hates snow.
Gambit Tank has never shoveled snow, and it shows. Yeah, I have. It doesn't snow here like it snows up there, Dippy. Come on.
Well, Gambit lives in Arizona, so I don't think.
Oh, I thought he was in Cleveland.
No, he's in Arizona.
Like,
he's a Philadelphia fan.
We ain't getting we don't get feet of snow. We get 4 inches of snow, and that's a good snow. That's perfect.
Well above average.
Sure.
You know what I did. Oh, Gambit moved to Arizona.
He moved to Arizona.
So he's from somewhere else.
Well, I mean, I knew
he was in Arizona now.
I get not wanting to be in Philadelphia where it snows 16 inches 3 times a year. I'm good on that. I've seen the path of this storm. Not excited that for Stephen Towle or Baltimore's going to get 30 inches. I could never live in a place like that. But this is supposed to be more of a temperate climate. We get some good of the winter. We get some good of the summer. Never too much of either.
Asheville has become a temperate climate. We're not Florida where it's just 60 all the time, but you can wear shorts pretty much year-round here, and you're good minus about 8 days out of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm flying away from it. Would you like to hear what the high is in Frisco on Sunday? 18.
Yeah.
You ever been in Texas, a place that you know is hot all the damn time, and it be 18? I can't wait to look out the window and just watch all the Texans going, what is happening right now?
You won't see a single Texan.
Somebody defrost the freezer because it's falling from the sky, and I don't know what to do.
There ain't going to be a single one of them in sight. They'll all be at home. You go to Texas and think you're in the middle of The Walking Dead. Like, where'd everybody
They're going
go?
to be in their living room with their 10-gallon hats on going, I tell you what. I tell you what.
Right.
I don't know what to do with this. Infarction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, infarction's what they have because they eat nothing but beef. I am looking forward to that, though. All the Texas food. Ribs you can eat.
Sure. As we get closer to the Senior Bowl.
And I'm going to have Logan Paulson and Megan with me going, do you have a yogurt?
Is he into yogurt or what?
Logan eats insanely close. Logan Paulson and I are 2 weeks apart in age.
Mm-hmm.
He is the living embodiment of what I could have been if my parents had told me that McDonald's was the devil. If my parents had said, McDonald's will kill you, and scared me that it was from, like, Satan, I would look like Logan Paulson.
Mm-hmm.
However, I didn't.
Your parents used food as a reward. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
No, my parents just loved me and gave me what I wanted. You know what I wanted? Sandwiches.
Cheeseburgers. That's what he wanted.
I want my lunch to make this noise.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good lunch noise right there.
Yep. Randy in the YouTube comments suggests everybody watch Landman, which we have recommended several times. The season finale was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait to see where it goes from here.
I have a pretty good feeling I know.
Hope the rumors aren't true about the next season.
Me too.
But we'll watch nonetheless. As long as Allie Larder's still on it, I'll watch. That show could be all about her, and I just wouldn't. Okay, I'm in.
Kevin Nash. It was doing a live stream the other night.
Big Sexy?
Yeah.
Hey, Kev?
In the back?
Hey, yo.
He said that the girls on Landman are they're so over the top that it's offensive to women. And I'm not going to lie to you. As sitting next to a woman that lived in Texas, I'm not going to speak for her. I'm just going to say this, and I have a funny feeling she's going to nod when I say this. No, it's not. You say that's over the top. You ever been to Fort Worth? Because I have. You see a whole lot of women whose face has a decent amount of work done in $100,000 cars, and you go, I bet I know what your husband does. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I have a feeling, is he in the oil business?
They are. I mean, I get what he's saying, though. I mean, they are a bit over the top. However, I will be the one to slowly raise my hand in the back of the class and go, excuse me, AO, big man.
Big man.
Big man.
Stay in your lane.
Did you well, I was just thinking, did you happen to see Yellowstone? Because Beth Dutton.
That was the first thing
you
I
want to
said.
talk about over-the-top female characters in anything? Good Lord.
The second thing I said was the guy that popped 4,000 somas a month. I'm not sure that you're who I'm going to for breaking news, but yeah. Maybe tell me a little more about Bill Goldberg and a little less about politics there, Kev.
Politics. It's not political.
He went down.
He went
down a rabbit hole. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wow, I've never wanted you to shut up more than right now.
Just saying that the women on that show are over the top. That's not political.
I don't know how you took the worst mic worker in the history of the WWF and made you sound dumber than you did back then. You found a way, and that's hard to do. Vince Russo was writing for you before. I can at least blame that. You just spoke for 4 solid minutes and didn't say anything that entertained an idea.
Me and Kev were in the back watching Landman. These chicks are crazy.
I never had a problem with Bill Goldberg. We worked fine together. Will Sasso doing that's one of the
Allie Larder for life.
This show is just so
hey, everybody knows it.
I mean, the boss was here earlier. They know we're here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we break in here and just go, hey, can we talk about 90s pro wrestling? And yet, here we are.
Even if we did, would there be anyone to stop us? That's the question.
No. Because there's 2 Infinity Stones that make things happen on this here Raja channel.
Yes.
And he has one, and I have the other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So back into the sports talk for the afternoon. As you are preparing for your trip to Dallas for the Shrine Bowl, for the Senior Bowl, for all of this, how much should you be changing your mind on dudes in practices like this? Because, I mean, we've seen how it can change people, right? Right. Josh Connerly is one that, I mean, I feel like he took a little bit of a hit after that whole Mike Green thing, didn't he?
No. Connerly went from, I think on my board he went from 30. He actually went up after the Senior Bowl.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, because it was one rep. That's the reason I go to this every year. It's because when you watch the practices down in and down out, you looked at Josh Connerly and went, yes, you got owned by Mike Green.
Yeah,
he was really good in every other rep, playing right tackle, which you never played before. To answer your question of how much, it's funny you mentioned, or that you asked me this, because Logan and I have been preparing for Friday, and so we've been texting back and forth for days, which is, that never stops being cool to me. One of the things that we've kind of nestled on that we really agree on, these practices are confirmations. That's all they are. You should take these practices, take what you see, and then take it back to the tape. Does the tape say the same thing that the workout did?
Mm-hmm.
If you get stuck on guys that, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. It is really easy to get fooled by dudes in shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are a lot of hyper-athletic guys that are going to look at this where you don't necessarily have as much contact. Everybody's trying not to get hurt, and you're going to go nanners. I go back to Roman Wilson. You remember the first year I did this?
Yeah.
Roman Wilson was the player that everybody lost their mind about, and I kept saying, you do realize he's not separating from anybody, right? Oh, he's always open. Mm-hmm. That says more about the corners than the receiver himself. So, to me, I'm going in, and I'll just, you know what? I'm going to pull up my list here, and I'm going to give you a player that's not on the highest side. So, like David Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
I know what David Bailey's going to be. He's going to come in here and own people in these drills. So I'm going to go down to just inside the top 100. And I'll go with Trey Zoon. All right, that's a guard out of Texas A&M. I want to see how he holds up against the Dominique Oranges, I'm just looking at the defensive tackles that are here, the best players that are here. How do you hold up in that? How do you look in the drills? And not just a one-off. I don't want to just see the one time they showed him on NFL Network. I want to see down in, down out. How do you hold up? Do you get worse as time goes on? Do you have your hands on your knees? Are you hanging your head? I want to see it all. Because I really like him. I have him rated higher than most people do, I believe. I want to see if what I saw on the tape is confirmed by how he works out here, because this is basically just a great big job interview. If you can't do it here, it's hard for me to believe you're going to do it in the NFL. I tell people all the time, there will be a guy that loses $10 million this week because he will come into this practice, he will dog it, and he will not be as high on boards as he and his people think.
Right.
And it'll be one of those top 5 to 7 to 8 guys on your board that are here. They'll come in and dog it, or things will pop up. Mike Green. This happened to Mike Green last year because that's where all of the allegation stuff, and he started hiding stuff. Mm-hmm. He wasn't answering the question directly, and it scared the heeber-jeebers out of people. He's dominating on the field, but nobody cared. That's all anybody wanted to talk about. So you have to come in here not just prepared to work out and physically be ready for on the field. You got to be ready for, I go back to the Dez Bryant, and we've had this scout or this GM asked Dez Bryant about his mom being a prostitute. Uh-huh. And guess what? They still do it. They might not go quite that far anymore, but they're trying to rattle you. They want to see you get upset. Because that's what I want to know. Mm-hmm. Do you have the disposition when you've got somebody barking in your face? Just like Mark Fletcher at the national title game. His father passed away last year. Guy for Indiana said something about his dad, and he threw a punch. I'll remember that for a year. Mm-hmm. And I promise you, scouts will ask him about it next year. When he comes out, that will be a question he's asked a lot.
Yeah.
Because what's going to happen? I don't want you picking up 15-yarders or getting ejected out of a game because you have a hot button that I know I can push.
Right.
So, yeah, we do the legwork on you.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand that some people find it offensive.
The problem is, if I was him, I would have said, yeah, and I'd have hit his ass again.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you.
You say something about my dead dad? Yeah,
and
I'm going to hit you again.
I'll be honest with you, there are some teams, that's the exact answer they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that is one you can get me with. But it's going to make me play harder. It's going to make me hit you harder. He said it after the game, and I hit him because I knew I didn't have a chance to hit him with my helmet again.
Right.
That's an acceptable. I'm fine with that.
Right. I mean, it's like going on a school trip after you've already graduated. What's the point of following the rules at that point? What are you going to do to me? That could have been going through his mind as well. Well, this is over. It's not like I'm going to get suspended for another game going to the NFL. Plus, you don't obviously cross some lines. Dead relatives, that's one of them. Especially that fresh and that close. You just don't do that to people. You're in the Sportsocracy. This is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. We return after this.
Don't miss the 2026 Ingles SoCon Basketball Championships at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville, March 5th through the 9th. 5 action-packed days, your favorite SoCon teams, 2 tickets to the NCAA tournament on the line. Bring your whole family for unforgettable fun, kids' activities, downtown events, non-stop excitement all week. Secure your spot now at SoConHoops.com or through the Harris Cherokee Center Asheville box office. Be a part of the madness before it's gone.
All across the Tar Heel state.
Tar Heels on the run. Trimble to the cup, layup, Callan in the foul.
This is Carolina basketball.
Long rainbow 3-0, but net from the rookie. Out to Trimble. He'll try another triple. Counted.
The home of the 6-time national champions.
Drives and hammers it home. Hello, young fella.
This is your radio home for the Tar Heels.
Asheville's home for the Tar Heels is ESPN Asheville.
The
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Alt 2K. A commercial-free look back to alternative from the 2000s.
Just take some time, little girl in the middle of the ride.
With Foo Fighters, Weezer, Linkin Park, Green Day, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Alt 2K, and listen now.
iHeartRadio.
No matter what team you're pulling for, watch the big game at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue in South Slope, Asheville. Join us February 8th to watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a game day atmosphere you won't want to miss. Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue, where the fans go. Visit bearsbarbecue.com for more details.
This is J.W. Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville. Our value of commitment. Committed to you as our customers and the community that we serve. To do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County. We have the customer service experience to assist you in achieving your real estate goals. Our team offers something that 90% of listings in our market won't have, Zillow Showcase. Check us out at clarissasellswnc.com.
This is where it starts, where your story begins. This is the trail you blaze yourself. And step by step, you get stronger, faster, better. This is where it starts. How will you finish? Angles, we're with you every step of the way.
Sure, you know Appalachian Motor Coach is the official shuttle sponsor of the Living the Dream Tailgate Tour. But did you know that they can get you anywhere in style? Weddings, bachelorette parties, corporate gatherings, family reunions, Appalachian Motor Coach makes the ride part of the fun. Luxury seating, climate control, and none of the stress of parking or driving. Appalachian Motor Coach gets you there relaxed, on time, and ready for the party. For more information, visit them at AppalachianMotorCoach.com. Appalachian Motor Coach, the best memories start on the ride.
The Sportsocracy.
That is some good, clean family fun there, eh, Cot?
We are back in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. It's the final full day in the studio here of the week, as well, at least for Jeremy. As tomorrow, you guys will be hitting the bright blue skies, heading to Dallas Tejas.
Leaving on a jet plane, hoping that everything doesn't freeze.
I don't know that you're going to get that wish.
Well, I will say,
I hope the forecast leans out.
It's better right now than it was 24 hours ago.
I was going to say, I hope it leans out for you like it did for us.
If we can take another step forward the way that we did here, you're saying there's a chance.
If you're just joining us, latest models or the latest projections locally in the Asheville area for Winter Storm Fern. I almost said it again.
You almost said Tropical Storm Fern?
I almost did. For Winter Storm Fern is that it's not going to be in the teens of inches. It's going to be in the
singles.
And in the low uhs.
Randy in our YouTube chat said, my girlfriend just walked through the living room and wanted to know if Tank was Jeremy's dad. So just thought I'd share that with everybody.
I hate every bit of that.
I don't. I think it's funny as hell.
That's ridiculous.
That's great.
You don't. Wow.
Gambit fan told me not to tell you. I couldn't help it.
Wow.
So the next time that you say that your skin is still that of a young, supple man, just understand that means I am younger and suppler.
Please never say suppler again.
And I do ask Tank, are we cross? If I thought we weren't friends, I just couldn't bear it.
This would make me feel a certain way.
It makes me feel a certain way. Like I'm going to enjoy the rest of this day a lot more now. Thank you, Randy's girlfriend. You are a good American.
It doesn't take much Doesn't take much to make him happy.
Oh, no. If it's something I can make fun of Tank over, made my day.
Sure.
And if it's something that I think really bothers him, double made my day.
Mm-hmm.
That's rare, though. Tank is one of the thickest-skinned humans I've ever met in my life. He doesn't care at all.
I do not.
I get people no less than once a year that go, "Why are you so mean to Tank?" Because he can take it.
Because you can be that mean, and I do not care.
Nope. People think,
it's my superpower.
People think, y'all got mad at each other. No, we didn't. We turned the mic off, laughed, had a cheeseburger, and went on about our life.
Let's see here. We've had no other breaking news from the NFL today.
No, I got stuck on Reuben Bain, and my excitement for this trip just perked right back up.
Mm-hmm. Heading off to start the draftmas season, where the rankings won't change that much from the practices, but they will shift.
So, I'm just – give me a guy that you know for sure is at least reasonably high. It doesn't have to be a top 5 guy. Just a guy you know I like to a point.
A guy you like to a point. Well, I was going to say Arvell Reese, but I don't know if you like him.
That was
to
the
a
one
point.
name I was going to say. Please don't say him.
Don't say him.
I ain't ready to talk about him yet.
He doesn't fit this narrative. Mauanoa. Go with Mauanoa.
All right, so Francis Mauanoa is my number 3 overall player in this class.
Okay.
He's not at the Senior Bowl, but between the bowls and the combine, his range of outcomes, 3's as high as he'll go. I don't see a physical possibility that he drops below 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use a guy that's going to be at the Senior Bowl. I don't want to do those because those are – I keep looking at guys going, nope, that's a little spicy. Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks will be at the Senior Bowl. He's 38 right now. You know what his range of outcomes is?
What?
30 to 45. You might go up to the – maybe back into the first round. Medical's big on him. You might slip to the middle of 2.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to be a turd to slip to 45. Because, I've seen it on tape. I need to see where you're at right now. See if you stayed in shape, even though he played 14 snaps all year. And I will say, there is a question about Caleb Banks. Okay, if you're healthy enough to play at the Senior Bowl, why were you not healthy enough to come back to play for Florida at any point? They played a game not that long ago.
But why would you?
Sure. That's the way I answer it. Not all scouts look at it that way.
Okay.
Because there are a couple guys that missed a lot of time at the end of the season that are playing in these bowl games.
I would feel like those are more the older crowd.
For sure.
The older scouts are like, I'm going to die on your shield guy.
I'll put it this way. Of all the scouts that I work directly with, I'm one of the oldest ones. Because I don't tend to love the way the old hat looks at this. Because you ask a bunch of questions that I just don't care. I really don't. There are a handful of things that I can see you do around these weeks where I go, nope, don't like that. If you made $1.5 million in NIL in 4 years and you're wearing a chain that's $500,000, you make it. Rest assured, I have made a mental note of that.
Mm-hmm. This guy's not responsible.
Nope. It's going to be hard to trust him in a big city because you just don't make good decisions. Now, at the draft, it's different. The agencies pick up all of that, and sometimes they do it here, but it's very uncommon. So when I see things like that, I just make a mental note of maybe not the best decision maker. Maybe need to dig into his past.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just chains. It's how you respond to questions. Some of these guys treat the media like we're their enemy. Buddy, we're here to help you. We want as many of you to be successful as humanly possible because we go to great expense to come here. And you know what we don't want? The 10 biggest winners of the week to be guards and centers and defensive tackles. We want a quarterback to shine out. We want to have a couple running backs to talk about, a handful of wide receivers, good number of corners, and we want them going head to head. That's the best way this can go.
Mm-hmm.
We're here to promote you. Don't treat us as the enemy because we hear that and immediately go, oh, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem. Doesn't have the self-awareness to, we're here to help you. Yes, we're putting a microphone in front of your face. No, you may not love that. We get it. You're tired. We get 15 minutes with you each day. So, yes, you're going to get a barrage of questions in this moment. It's just the way it's going to go.
But you got to know how to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know how to handle it, it sends a big message to the GMs to go, you know what, maybe this guy is all there on the field, not so much they're off it. Fernando Mendoza.
We never did get your Fernando Mendoza's post-game presser.
Oh, it will. I mean, he's just so good. He is so good. Fernando is just the gift that it just keeps on giving.
You know what I don't understand about him? Why does he speak in proper nouns? He never says my team. He always goes, you know what I love about this team? The Indiana Hoosiers, they are so together, and it's such a team of unity. What? Who talks like that? Are you a freaking robot?
There's a lot of that in him.
Anybody talk like that?
There's a lot of that in him.
Is Fernando Mendoza AI?
He could be.
Is he going to take over? Is he Terminator? He might be Terminator.
I think maybe he needs to be investigated. Because there seems to be some sort of a speak and spell type way that he talks that's just, the cow goes moo. Oh, well, thank you, Fernando. We appreciate that.
I'm telling you, Skynet, they have infiltrated us.
I would love to sit down if he ever took a public speaking class. Like, did he take a speech class at any point while he was in college? I bet that professor was really ticked off. Just every time he got up there, he just could not stop with the thank you very much. This is a very good audience. I'm so glad that you guys are here to hear my speech. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I'm going to continue speaking because as long as I can hit, because he almost feels like he's just trying to pad out an essay. That's how he speaks. I needed to give you 30 seconds of a soundbite, but I really only have 10 seconds of a thing to say. So I'm going to say, thank you, Michelle Tafoya, for asking me that question because it is so glad to be here in Miami Gardens, Florida, not far from where I grew up. I know that this team did not even give me a shot when it came time for me to choose my college, but I am so glad that Mr. Kurt Cignetti, and yes, he would use the word Mr. Kurt Cignetti gave me an opportunity to play for the Indiana Hoosiers after I went to college at a different place. And this is such a good start for me, and he just rolls on like, Jesus, just stop it. Slow down. You don't have to explain every part of the sentence.
Yeah, he does strike me as it reminds me of old book reports that I used to write.
Mm-hmm.
In the legendary classic, To Kill a Mockingbird, written by I don't remember and I don't care.
Harper Lee.
So many things happen.
And did you know that she once? Megan is upset. She doesn't like me picking on her boy. Look, okay, maybe I am picking a little bit. Just a little bit. Again, I like the kid. It's just he needs some coaching and not so much on the field.
Stephen Tao said, this horse is dead, buddy. The next 3 months are not going to be fun.
Oh, no.
Because, look, you're talking about a draft class here. We have a quarterback. What else do you want me to talk about with the quarterbacks? Steven's been with us a long time. He remembers the Kenny Pickett draft. Do you remember how hard it was for us to find content about the quarterbacks? Because they sucked so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't rail on them, but so much. And I'm telling you right now, I got more ammo this year than I ever imagined having on Matt Corral and Malik Willis. The only interesting part of this class is what you're talking about with Mendoza. And why does the number 2 quarterback in this draft really not want to be in this draft class? Because he seems to be doing everything short of taking a gun into the NCAA. That's it. From there, it's, hey, Garrett Nussmeier, you remember when we thought you were good? We figured that was a bull bunky pretty quick.
Yeah. Yep.
Drew Aller, why do you have a bionic arm and a 10-cent brain? Care to elaborate? I can't wait to get to the combine because I am going to act. If a quarterback doesn't punch me in the face at the combine, I'll be shocked because I'm not going to ask one nice question to anybody except Fernando, and I'm going to let her ask that question. And she's going to go, Fernando, sweet baby boy, why do I love you so much? And I'm going to raise my hand from the back and go, Why do you talk the way you do? Pronouns, brother. Use them. Him, her, them, they. I don't care.
I'm busting past the security. I'm just going to push him to the side and answer the question for him.
I just want to talk to Kirk Signetti and be like, hey, you want to go drink Hoosier beers out in the parking lot? Because you seem like my kind of feller.
I don't think Kurt Signetti would like you. I really don't.
Oh, I think Kirk Signetti would love me.
I
think
so.
he and I would be like me and Brian Daboll at the Combine last year, just sharing a heater. Last cigarette I ever smoked in my life was with Brian Daboll, and I'm proud of that. Just enjoying a heater going, oh, I'm going to get fired.
Kurt Signetti strikes me as the kind of guy that would ask you the question of, you ever thought about going on a diet?
For sure. I eat a Chipotle burrito bowl every day. You should try it.
If going on a diet meant that I could never go to Bear Smokehouse Barbecue again, I would never do it. I would never do it. Because I cannot live, I don't think, and I'd probably never try, without living without the sweet, sweet cornbread. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just tears from heaven that they put in their cornbread. I absolutely love it. And the good thing is you can get cornbread on everything or in everything there. It's all about choices at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. You can go in, you get you a bear bowl. It's got some mac and cheese and some cornbread and some pulled pork. You can get one of their other bowls that's just got the beans in it if you're not a huge fan of the mac and cheese, or just go with a meat and 2 veggies, because that's a good square meal right there. I always go for the brisket. Probably some collard greens, a little bit of that broccoli salad as well. All their sides are fantastic. Their desserts are great. And don't forget the back alley bar. That's the place that you want to be to watch all your sports, because not only do they have a great atmosphere in the back alley bar there on Cox Avenue, but it's also right next to the restaurant where you can get all of the food to go with your libations. BearsBBQ.com is the website. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. Check them out at the South Slope. 135 Cox Avenue. They'll be there for the big game coming up on February the 8th. Go ahead and make your plans now.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Confidence is increasing that we could see a potentially major winter storm for the upcoming weekend, with significant impacts from snow and ice possible. Sunshine force here this afternoon, milder around 50. Partly to mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain overnight tonight, low to mid-30s. Mix of clouds and sunshine for tomorrow. Highs up around just over 50. Cloudy with a chance of rain on Friday. Colder. High temperatures mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by Audible. It's time to take care of you. Who better to help you than the top voices in well-being on Audible? Kickstart your well-being journey with your first audiobook free when you sign up for a 30-day trial at audible.com/wellbeing.
News, weather, traffic.
It boils down to the economy.
Proud recipient of the 2025 Small Market Service to America Award. News Radio 570 WWNC, the voice of the mountains.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports have teamed up under a new local owner to serve our community with the finest custom apparel and unique branded items at the best price. Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports can customize whatever you, your team, or your local group may need with high-quality screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Visit mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com. That's mtngraphicsavl.com or showtimesportsavl.com for your local one-stop custom apparel shops.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the back alley bar at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors, Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo! Did you know that Ingalls sells more organics than any other grocery store? Or that they run their own dairy? Or that they only serve USDA choice and prime meat? Or that they donate 3,956 meals a day to local food banks? Well, now you do. It's all in the bag.
Back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. You know what time it is. It's time for the most important message of the day.
Don't do crimes. Also, don't call me mean names in the break.
I enjoy it.
That was not nice.
The problem is when I start calling you mean names, then I start thinking of funnier mean names, and it's bad because now I want to say them, and I will most certainly get fired for that. So we'll just move on here. But just know, all of you who say, "Oh, Jeremy's too mean to tank," I can throw it back at him every now and then. My crime story today is about the Pike Street drummer. Do you know who the Pike Street drummer is?
No.
The Pike Street drummer is he's a guy who has become famous for drumming outside of games on Pike Street in Seattle. Seahawks games, Mariners games. He's like a street performer. Unfortunately, Mr. Street Performer had a little bit of a setback the other day. His equipment was stolen. I mean, his entire van was stolen, but his drum kit was in the back of it. Sad part is that wasn't the worst. That was the most expensive stuff that he lost. He also lost $10,000 worth of hot sauce. The Pike Street drummer and his wife started a hot sauce company a few years back. They made hot sauce at home, and all their friends went, "Hey, you should bottle that. That stuff's pretty good." So they did. Got a pretty lucrative business selling hot sauce while he drums outside of the Seahawks games. So people can walk up while he's drumming, and instead of, throwing down a $5 for nothing, buy a bottle of hot sauce from his wife while he's out there drumming, I guess. Unfortunately, he will not be able to capitalize on the playoff run here for the Seattle Seahawks because somebody stole his damn van the other day. There's not enough people getting behind this guy, though. I thought that, and look, I'm not from Seattle. Maybe Jonathan Welch knows this guy, is familiar with the Pike Street drummer and his popularity, but I thought a GoFundMe has been set up to help this guy, and I thought for sure this was going to be one of those stupid numbers that you look up and see the guy lost $10,000 worth of equipment, and already he's got
$176,000.
Exactly. He's already got a whole bunch of money in the GoFundMe. His GoFundMe currently $1,700, so I feel like maybe we should give them a little bit more pub. So if you, so I guess search for Chris's stolen van on GoFundMe, and I'm sure that'll probably bring it up. The Pike Street drummer, the latest victim of the cesspool that is Seattle.
My story about 58-year-old James Matthew Washington. Tank, in recent years, I feel like romance has taken a hit. And some would even say that romance is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. James Matthew Washington is trying to bring it back. He was on a date with one Kenesha Latasha Gross. This was on Monday, January the 12th. They were eating good in the neighborhood at the Applebee's.
As you do.
And it's unclear as to whether they had a meal and then retired to their quarters, or if it was a different kind of date, because Kenesha's 35 years old, James is 58.
Uh-huh.
And, age differences. I get it. I'm just, in my head, I'm thinking this date might have been more of a transactional type of date.
Yes.
They were outside the Applebee's. This was in Maryland. When a state trooper walked up to their car. State trooper's name was Anthony Jones. He said they were engaging in intercourse in the parking lot of the establishment when the trooper arrived and arrested them. Washington was reportedly released on his own recognizance the next day, while Gross paid $2,000 bail. Had $2,000 on you. I know what the business is. This isn't her first time being arrested, according to court records. She's previously been convicted of theft and disorderly conduct. She's scheduled in court on February the 18th, and her new court date's February 23rd. So she has 2 court dates in a week.
Oh, shoot.
Fellas, I need you to understand, Valentine's Day's coming up. And if you're alone, just understand that one of the guys you're competing with is the 58-year-old guy that thinks a date is a quickie outside of an Applebee's. So if you're alone, maybe it's you.
Maybe so.
I just would love to hear how let's say it was a date. I don't know. I'm literally reading this from the AP story.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to hear how that was positioned. Hey, baby, how about we go hit that 2 for $25 and then we go
You had to throw
back to the El Dorado.
Well, look, if it's going to work with any lady, it's definitely going to be at an Applebee's.
I got news for you. I personally, I've never been pre-coital at an Applebee's, but I think when you're current coital at an Applebee's, you have to be in your own head going, where the hell did I go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
My life has taken some turns that I'm not so sure I'm comfortable with.
That is a health inspection nightmare. Just saying. You don't.
See, in my head, I want to combine the 2 stories and get Dan Campbell from those Applebee's commercials he did to just take their order at the car window. You want the boneless wings? You look like you're having a good time. Can I get you a Coke Zero?
Good Lord, you talk about shooting a man's horse. That's not – it'll never work after that. Dan Campbell's red face like,
I'm sorry, Dan.
Whoa.
You have taken the lead out of my pencil. I will, however, take some of those bottomless margaritas.
Yes. I did not have transactional date at the Applebee's on today's bingo card, but here we are.
Hey, if you've never been to the Smoky Park Applebee's, that is a happening singles hotspot. The last time I walked in that place, I looked around. I knew no less than 10 people that were in that building. Not a single one of them was with the same person that I had seen them with the last time they were with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I went,
I don't know if that's Jeremy knows too many people.
I do know a lot of people.
Jeremy knows too many sad people.
Hey. Balling on a budget, bro. You get that $2.25 in a quickie? Dated.
It's definitely a transactional date.
2 for $25 and a partridge in a pear tree. Eating good in the neighborhood.
Anyhow,
and I found a way to tell that story without upsetting the FCC.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You can send the complaint. They'll listen to it back and go, he did that the only way he could have. Because I have learned a very delicate balance of how to walk that tightrope.
Let's see here. Oh, talking about college football, the NIL age and all the things, we haven't yet discussed the latest lawsuit in college football. What now?
I hadn't read any of the chat. Gambit fan said, balling on a budget. I think we're done. 13 minutes of commercials to Adam Gold. Away!
Latest lawsuit in the NIL wars. Darian Mensah being sued by Duke for not living up to the NIL contract that he signed.
You know that thing we talk about with case law?
Mm-hmm.
Judge, you really don't want to be the one that establishes case law because we're going to do this forever. If Darian Mensah is allowed to break this deal, because Duke did this the right way. They ponied up the money, but they made this deal run until December 31st of next year. Or of this year, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So he will be in breach of contract. Now, how much does the story you're reading, because I have a little insight on this, how much does the story you're reading tell you about why he's trying to breach this contract?
Oh, I have not. I have not heard reasons.
You want me to tell you? Because I can.
Yeah.
Because Miami has offered to buy out his contract at Duke and give him a raise to come to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of people behind the scenes going, we can't start doing this. Now we're going down a whole nother rabbit hole of you locked in the contract, and now they're literally headhunting him to breach it. They've got the money to do it too, because they did just stack the coffers with a whole bunch of money because they don't share money in the ACC. So all that NIL or all that CFP money goes directly to them.
Directly to Miami?
Yeah, it all goes directly to Miami. We don't do revenue share in the ACC.
Really? I did not know that.
There's no revenue share, so whatever comes in goes directly to the school that makes it. Randy, you just won the chat for the day. We can pack it up and go home. Nobody's beating that.
Okay.
I can't say it, but nobody's beating that.
A deal believed to be worth $4 million a year, and Darian Mensah is trying to break the contract to go take a more lucrative deal somewhere else. We have constantly talked about contracts are necessary to make this thing work.
Well, you're not going to get a whole lot of love for the contracts if a team can just come in and buy them out.
Which I don't see how you can – I don't see the legal standing for that.
Chris Womack just sent me a text that said that Applebee's is also where the local high school officials meet after the games. You trying to tell me something, Chris?
What happens at Applebee's stays at Applebee's.
Feeling single, ready to mingle with a bottomless marg that'll make you tingle.
And if the margarita doesn't, the company sure will.
Better, good food, good friends, better company. Applebee's.
The Applebee's should just start selling penicillin on the dessert menu.
Come for the mediocre food. Never mind, I can't finish that.
No.
But to the chat I go.
Definitely not signing a contract with this program. Applebee's.
I think they have 3 left, so I'm not that worried about it.
Darian Mensah, I mean, I don't think you can have a way that this comes out in his favor. You sign a contract, you have to be held to that contract.
No doubt. I mean, this is one of those times that if a judge gets a hold of this and doesn't do the right thing, you're definitively – I mean, this is going to turn into it's already the Wild Wild West. It's going to be even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Where your contracts don't mean squat.
This is the only guardrails that we can have at this moment. And I feel like this has got to be the rule going forward. Not a one-off. This has to be the rule for everybody moving forward. You sign a contract, you have to live up to the contract.
Buyout. That's the only way to do it. Seth Green, and I keep referencing this because it's unbelievable how accurate he was. You have to put a buyout in the contract. If it's $4 million a year, $8 million total, it's $20 million to buy it out. That's the only way you can do this.
Mm-hmm.
And you either sign it or don't. I don't care. But we have to band together and go, we're not doing this.
Yep.
We're not playing this game because I'm telling you, this will turn into 25 schools that have everybody. Texas Tech is watching this going, you know what's under my hat? A big old checkbook.
There's got to be some guardrails somewhere. And we can't just have contracts being bought out willy-nilly.
For sure. There has to be some form of parameters.
Yes.
Or, I mean, the mid-tier schools are doomed.
Mm-hmm.
You're already just a filler program for the big boys. If I can pay out your contract where there's absolutely no ramifications to you whatsoever, you'll never keep anybody. That freshman that has 400 yards, 100%. He's going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Workman says if we allow them to buy out contracts, watch all the FCS kids be under contract and the big boys will have to buy them out. That's how you fund the FCS schools.
No doubt.
Put them under contract and have LSU come in there and buy out Tiger Dickinson's contract at Western Carolina University. See how good that does the Catamounts.
Yeah, it's a surge of you have to pay the kid. Whatever you pay the kid, you have to pay the school 130% of.
That's actually not a bad deal.
It's not terrible at all.
It's not a bad idea. You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400 back tomorrow here at noon.
ESPN Asheville, your mountain weather forecast.
Confidence is increasing that we could see a potentially major winter storm for the upcoming weekend with significant impacts from snow and ice possible. Sunshine force here this afternoon, milder around 50. Partly to mostly cloudy with a slight chance of rain overnight tonight, low to mid-30s. Mix of clouds and sunshine for tomorrow. Highs up around just over 50. Cloudy with a chance of rain on Friday. Colder. High temperatures mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
This report is sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com.
Chumba Casino wants to add some fun gameplay to your day with a new social slot game. Ryan Seacrest 10K Ways. It's the perfect go-to escape. Big spins await only on Chumba Casino.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Every weekday, this is what you'll sound like after winning $1,000 in bonus bucks.
Oh my goodness! Oh, nice. I can't believe it.
Get ready to win right here.
Win $1,000 on ESPN Asheville.
Looking for a career with stability and purpose? NC Department of Adult Correction is hiring correctional officers statewide with benefits, paid vacation, and opportunities to grow within the field. Learn more. Visit dac.nc.gov/cojobs.
Mission New Year cleanup has begun with the agents at Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Here's the deal. Get 2 rooms cleaned for free with the purchase of 2 rooms. Mention ESPN Asheville when calling or easily schedule online at zeroresasheville.com.
New year, new smile. 2026 can be the year that you feel more confident every time you smile. Whether you're dreaming of brighter teeth, straighter teeth, or a full smile makeover, Asheville Smiles has got you covered, and now it's even more convenient with 2 locations, Asheville Smiles and Hendersonville Smiles. From veneers and bonding to professional whitening and Invisalign clear aligners, their cosmetic dentistry options are designed to help you look amazing and feel even better. So go ahead and schedule that consultation at AshevilleSmiles.com. World-class dental care with a hometown heart.
Now that a new year is here, start 2026 by showing your gratitude. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose, celebrating the incredible impact of public school educators. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life who's gone above and beyond for their students to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom. Teachers give their time, money, and hearts to help students succeed. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Get all the info and nominate a teacher who goes the extra mile today at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Whether you've got a dog in the fight or not, everybody likes to throw down for the big game, and there's no place like the Back Alley Bar at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Kickoff is Sunday, February the 8th. Come watch the game, dig into legendary pulled pork, and feed your entire crew with a game day grub package. Perfect for 4 to 6 people, packed with ribs, sliders, wings, and 4 delicious sides. Great food, big screens, and a warm game day atmosphere you ought not miss. Go to BearsBBQ.com.
Selling your home? Don't settle for average. Our real estate team at Clarissa Sells WNC and eXp Realty offers Zillow Showcase, an exclusive AI-powered listing experience available to just the top 10% of all listings in our area. With immersive media, cutting-edge design, and elevated marketing, Showcase listings, they go pending quicker and sell for up to $9,000 more than standard listings. Ready to stand out in a crowded market? Give our team a call today, 828-774-6343, because your home deserves the spotlight.
This is ESPN Asheville, Asheville's #1 sports station.
Coming up the middle on a blitz, he throws to the end zone, touchdown!
Beer City's Tar Heel station.
Off the back, iron! Wilson comes soaring in to dunk it home.
Home of the Sportsocracy.
He said, Kyle Shanahan asked, why isn't tic-tac-toe named Hugs and Kisses?
Hugs and Kisses.
Now that's all Take's going to call it.
Live from the Ingalls studio, weekdays at noon, ESPN Asheville.
I'm Coley Duffy.
I'm Cody Ward.
And
we're the Chainsaw Brothers.
Actually, we're cousins. A few days after Helene, we was in the driveway having a couple beers, waiting on the power to come back on. And we heard so many people calling, needing trees removed, and couldn't afford it.
So I called my dad to borrow a chainsaw, and over the next few months, we cleared trees for our neighbors. Our business was born out of wanting to help Western North Carolina get back on our feet.
We are fully insured and licensed. We keep our promises, meaning if we say we're going to be there, we'll be there. In these parts, we live how we were raised.
When you call the Chainsaw Brothers, you're not a customer, you're family. We're good at what we do, and we do it for a reasonable cost.
For all your chainsaw needs, call the Chainsaw Brothers. 828-316-1013. Or find us on Facebook. See how we treat our family.
Are you still covered up with storm damage and debris?
Call us about our daily rates at 828-316-1013. That's 828-316-1013. We're the Chainsaw Brothers, and with our neighbors, we are Western North Carolina strong.
Woohoo!
At Ingles, whether we're celebrating Friday night rivals, televising college basketball games, bringing the Fan Fest to semi-pro soccer, or taking you out to the ball game at your minor league park, it's all in the bag. Ingles, low prices, love the savings.
Do better, be better every day. That's the Parks Promise. Our mission, to improve lives with every interaction. This is JW, General Manager at Parks Ford Hendersonville. Experience the Parks Promise today at parksfordhendersonville.com. That's parksfordhendersonville.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Asheville's #1 sports station, ESPN Asheville, WPEK, W225CJ Fairview, WMXF Waynesville, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
Great win.
Plow train.
Staying informed can make all the difference.
If you're out there, please be careful.
When the weather turns wicked,
We have our plow train.
staying informed can make all the difference.
If you're out
Whatever winter throws at us, be prepared with your severe weather station.
Snow is going to arrive.
More snow is expected. How much? Snow is in our future.
Indeed human. Live from the Ingles studio.
6 Ingles SoCon.
Sponsored by
at the Weather Channel.
This report.
Meteorologist Ken Boone.
ESPN Asheville.
ESPN.
And step by step, you get stronger.
To assist you in achieving
ball.
And a warm game day atmosphere you ought not.
Market won't have. Clarissa sells W.
Every step of the way.
Clarissa sells WNC as the #1 team in Buncombe County.
8:80 a.m. You're in the
all across.
Serve. To do better, be better.
3 iHeartRadio apps.
This is JW.
all right back.
This is JW Whitley, General Manager at
The Sportsocracy.
Take those arm lengths.
Sportsocracy, and this is
college basketball games.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour.
Team or your
We'll be here.
we'll be right back.
Mountain Graphics and Showtime Sports.
The Chainsaw Brothers.
ESPN Asheville.
This show contains information subject to, but not limited to, personal takes, rumors, not.
This is JW Whitley, General Manager at Parks Ford of Hendersonville.
ESPN Asheville.
Focused. Focused. Prioritizing you as our customer. Responsive. Focused. Prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve. Prioritizing you as our customer and the community that we serve. That's the Parks Promise. Experience the Parks Promise today at Parks.
Don't miss the 2026 Ingles SoCon Basketball Championships at the Harris Cherokee Center, Asheville.
Dan Scott here, inviting you to check out
Before it's gone.
Dan Scott.
Before it's gone.
This show contains information subject to, but not limited to, personal takes, rumors, not so accurate stats,